We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side. Woodward Sports.
What up, though, everybody? It is Chris Platte, a.k.a. Platte Pods. Chloe will not be with us, but Jeff is in the building with us. He's just getting everything set and ready, and then he is joining us up here. Pistons are about to tip off against the Chicago Bulls. No Cade Cunningham, no Jalen Duren. We'll see if they can get a dub tonight without some of their A-list contributors. Starting lineup today goes Jaden Ivey, Duncan Robinson, Asar Thompson, Paul Reed, and Isaiah Stewart. Now, the big conversation here, Jeff, is that Ivey is getting his first start. So as this game's about to tip off, as you're getting comfortable, what are you expecting from Ivey? Because I'm expecting this to be a big game for him, a big opportunity for him to showcase what he's got. What are you looking for, Ivey, in this game?
Well, I'm expecting him to pick up from where he left off when he faced the Knicks. He had a really good game. He shot well. He performed well in all areas. So especially with the day where Cade's out, and we really want to see Jaden Ivey to see if he's going to be a fit for this team, long term, or if it's something that we have to trade him. We need to see something out of him that, kind of makes us say, all right, you want to be here. Like, you're going to play up to this level that you want to be here.
Absolutely, man. I'm excited to see it. Pistons win the jump, and they are the first possession. Another storyline we're going to watch play out is Matas versus Ron. That's going to be a great matchup. Ivey with the quick assist to Stu for a bucket. Shout out Nick. Nick had a parlay. Four assists, I believe, or was it 5? 4 or 5 assists and 25 points for Ivey, and Nick gets some cash tonight, and he's donated it all to you in the chat. No, I'm kidding. But
donate to charity
from 3. That's a miss. He's been playing well recently, so it'll be interesting to see if he comes down from his little hot streak, because he's always been a Piston killer. So now we're getting some Asar and Duncan Robinson action. Paul Reed in the corner there. Nice drop step, clean shot, but couldn't get it to go.
It was good aggressiveness by Paul Reed, but you'd like to see him be a little bit more patient, especially when he has the size advantage over Matas.
And Chicago evens it up. Now, no Kobe White and no Josh Giddey for them. So they are down and out there. I don't know if Kobe White is their second best player anymore. He's had a rough season. But I think coming into the season, you would have said that's their 1 and 2. But that pairing has not worked for them, I would say. So we'll see. We'll see how this game plays out. I still expect the Pistons to get a win here. I expect a big game from Dennis Jenkins or Marcus Sasser. I think one of those guards besides Ivey is going to give you some pop tonight.
And it could be both. It could be a situation where both of them give you a pretty good, solid stat line.
Let's see. Ivey working in the corner. Drops it off to Paul. Cannot finish. B-ball Paul, man.
It's two missed layups.
Yeah. He's one of the best finishers on the team, though, so – you gotta take those buckets anytime you get them. Stu. Now see, what you're seeing out of this lineup right now is as Ivey whips it to Duncan in the corner
there we
for
go.
3. There you go. The ball isn't moving as fluidly as you normally expect. Again, you're without Cade Cunningham, so temper the expectations here. But so far, this unit, I feel like it needs a little bit more shot creation. So I'm looking for Ivey to kind of be that for him. Right now he's had a very, very kind of passive start. He's been deferring to others, but Cade Cunningham does that too. So we'll see if maybe that's just a Pistons flow thing. Ivey gets a triple try here, and it's no good. Looks like it almost went out of bounds, but Chicago corralled the rebound, and you got a lob. And Chicago is up 6-5.
The one thing you don't want to see Jaden Ivey do is just settle for threes, just because, that's what maybe we want to see out of him, or we want to make sure that he can shoot the 3, just because he plays alongside Cade Cunningham. Especially in a game like this where there is no Cade, like he has to attack the basket, not just settle for threes.
I'm looking for Asar to be aggressive too, man, as he takes this one to the basket. Couldn't get it to go. I like the attempt. It was a strong take. That's been my thing, is just take those more often. Chicago misses a triple, but Vooch with the rebound. Stu blocks it, but they are going to call goaltending. We got people in the chat here saying should have started Sasser. That's from Thomas. We're hitting the part of the season where teams start selling. Shout out Burn.
The reason why you start Ivy in this situation is because you want to see
Reed for 3. Let's
first
go.
you want to see that. You want to see if he can be able to be a playmaker, as well as lead the charge, be the number one option, be the person who has to facilitate but also look to score. And then Marcus Sasser doesn't really give you the facilitation that Jaden Ivey or even a Dennis Jenkins gives you. So that's why you don't go with a Marcus Sasser in this situation. And I like that because you get a spark off the bench when you need it in terms of shooting, scoring ability. That's what Marcus Sasser can bring you in a game like this.
I agree wholeheartedly, Jeff. And Mataz at the line for an and one. He's been on a hot stretch recently. He's had a lot of 20-point games. He's been balling. So I'm very curious to see what that dynamic is going to be between him and Ron. They're friends, but they're high-level competitors. Where are you at with that, Jeff? Would you have rather take Mataz or Ron?
Still
Ron?
Yeah.
It's early. I mean, it could flip, but right now Mataz does look better.
Mataz gets a lot more. He gets a lot more shots. He gets a lot more usage.
Stu with the great finish.
Ron hasn't been asked to do that, nor is, does he have the ability to do that? You see games where Ron does, tend to get, hot and he gets kind of, started. But you haven't really seen him had to be able to take that type of game to, have that type of game because he doesn't.
There you go, Sar.
There's so many mouths to feed on this team. Mm-hmm. We talk about the deep bench all the time.
Yeah, absolutely. And Asar's layup right there where he just kind of takes it off of a lackadaisical transition defense. I don't even know if you can call it transition because it wasn't a transition. But Asar just kind of pushes the pace. It gets an easy bucket there. And that's the type of stuff you're going to need without Cade Cunningham, right? You got to get those easy buckets when they're presented. You got to push the pace a little bit, get those fast break points, just kind of get those easy ones because you've seen in half court so far. I mean,
it's struggle.
It hasn't looked great right now.
And
but
you're going to get
you're
that.
Missing your top two guys.
Yeah, you don't have Cade.
Yeah.
Cade is your, not only does he play make, but his ability to get to every spot on the floor and score from every spot on the floor, you miss that right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I do like that Jaden Ivey just took that to the basket and he got a foul. Like that's something that you got to do. I mean, when you're thrusting into this role, like that's something you have to do. And then Asar, I thought Asar had.
Here comes your boy, Ron's in.
He's in. He's gonna watch it. Just like that, energy's gonna pick up. But I thought Asar had his best game of the season against the Knicks, easily in my eyes. Yeah. And I want to see him build off that as well.
Well, again, I think it goes back to what I said with this Asar, and we'll kind of have more of a conversation of that when the time presents itself. But the thing with Asar is that I've always said they're being conservative with him, and they're saving him for big games, and that was a big game. The Pistons played that game like it was a playoff game, and what did you see? You saw Asar every play he could be on Jalen Brunson, busting his ass defensively, and then that led to some good offense from him. So I think again, I think that I'm not really judging Asar till playoff time too much because I think that they're definitely taking a cautious approach with him, and they're trying not to put a strain on him because in the playoffs it's going to be a heavy toll. That's going to be him every single night. Yeah. So I think they're going to kind of ramp up to that when it's January and February. You're top of the East. You're already winning games, and you're just kind of trying to get to the right spot, which is the playoffs. So
and what my thing has been with Asar is I want to see exactly what I've seen against the Knicks.
Yeah.
Like that is what I want to see consistently.
Yeah.
Because I mean, to me, he's 24 years old, 23 years old. And I just want to see more of that because, like, is his tank that low where we can't see that all the time?
No, I think it's just a cautious thing. I mean, great.
I understand being cautious, but at the same point, like, it's like, you got Cade out here playing 35 minutes a game. Like, he can't be the only one that's dragging this team, across the finish line because then he's going to burn out. So it's like, I want to see equal help around him. And if Asar can, especially play like the way he did against the Knicks, that's I mean, you talk about, a team that might not have to do anything at the trade deadline. That's the ascension that you need Asar to take if you want to get to that level.
Yeah,
to where you just want to stay put this year.
I agree.
You have to have Asar ascend to that level. Duran ascend to higher levels.
Yeah.
Jaden Ivey to ascend to higher levels.
Yes, absolutely.
Because if not, we know there's some players on the market.
Yeah. Real quick, while we're in a commercial break here, I don't know if you got to see the heavyweight segment where I was kind of throwing out trade ideas.
Your first one was the worst thing I've ever seen in my life.
What, the DeMar for Tobias?
I don't want DeMar DeRozan to touch this Detroit Pistons team.
I love the
ever.
idea of DeMar because it's a 2-year window. Yeah. He's a veteran. He's a bucket getter, and the thing you need most is think of him as a over accentuated Karis LeVert.
I can't think of.
That's what he is.
I can't think of that because
he's a superstar Karis LeVert.
I don't think so.
And
I think he's past the superstar level.
He's a superstar version of that role.
He had his moments of being, one of those top all-stars, especially when he was in the East. But now I'm looking more toward players like Trey Murphy.
If you go, I prefer Trey Murphy over DeMar DeRozan, but a cheap
I don't want to give up. What was it, Jaden Ivey in that deal as well?
That was one version of it. There's another version where you could just do Tobias in 2 seconds, so you can call it a day. My contract, your contract, 2 seconds.
Ron Holland at the 4 now.
Ron Holland would be yeah. You'd have to make another move. You'd have to make another move if you make that move, but I'm okay with that.
If I'm doing anything, I'm going to get a Trey Murphy or I'm going to get MPJ. Those are the players that not only fit, they would come in and fit seamlessly in this Pistons team with no issue. DeMar, I feel like it would be a struggle to see the kind of dynamic that he would have, especially with the Pistons kind of being a little guard friendly right now with all of the guards they have. Yeah. You have Jaden Ivey, you got Cade Cunningham, you have Marcus Sasser, you have Dennis Jenkins, you have Karis LeVert, you have Duncan Robinson.
If you do that, you'd be then moving Karis LeVert for another forward, and you'd get your Obi Toppin, you can't get PJ Washington. I know a lot of people want him. He signed a new contract. He can't get traded this season.
Didn't I tell you that?
He's someone that can't get traded. Although they would trade him because they are tanking. So I was right there.
Are they tanking?
They're absolutely tanking.
I don't know. They said when Kyrie gets back, they'll see where it is.
They're telling their fan base. That's hopium.
Okay.
That's hopium.
You're right.
But
it is the Mavs, so I mean.
But no, I think the reason I say that we won't go too long because the Pistons are back now, bring the ball up the court. But JB has always said that players are superstars in their role here, and that's why you're getting the success that you're getting here. And I may not like Karis LeVert, particularly as a player, but I've now grown to see the value of great.
Come on, Ron.
Great block by Ron.
Showing up.
And was that on Montas? I think that was on Montas.
I'm not even sure who that was on. I couldn't even see, but it was
great block
off the backboard. Oh my goodness!
I hope that's on Montage just for narrative alone. He's taking this
it's
one.
It's like the thing. I want to see a replay of that.
They'll definitely show it next.
He's shooting it too. He's gonna make it. Ooh.
Oh. B-ball Paul with the offensive rebound. Picked him up because Duran went out in fantasy. Great move. Great move. He's a per minute demon in fantasy. He really is. Ivy really in trouble there. Luckily bails it out to Duncan Robinson. Is that not a foul? That looked like a lot of contact on that one. And Chicago gets a layup. They retake the lead 18-17.
What do you want to see from the Pistons right now? Because it seems like the offense is a little bit stagnant. Mm-hmm. Do you want to see them try to get Dennis Jenkins out on the floor? Because especially the past 2 games, he's been, offensively, he's been a huge spark to this team.
With the Pistons, I'm not concerned who starts. I'm concerned who finishes.
Ron Holland with a great move. That was a great move.
Take to the basket.
And see, this is one of those games where you could see Ron assert himself a little bit more because you have the absence of Cade Cunningham, you have the absence of Tobias Harris, you have the absence of Jalen Duran, so there has to be someone to step up. This is one of those games where you could see Ron Holland step up.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely you could. Good defense there from Ivy. Forces a miss. Ron Holland with the ball. Flings it out to Duncan. Duncan has been assertive as well tonight. Shout out to him. Asar. Asar should have took that the first time.
I don't like when you get underneath the basket and then
Yeah.
he tries to work himself back in. Like, it's easily defendable now.
I
You've
agree.
given yourself up.
I agree. I just want him to go strong that first one, and I think he would have been fine, or I would have lived with the results there. Herter for 3. It is off. Paul Reed with another rebound. Ivy bringing it up. And see, again, I think they should be
I love
attacking
that.
that space.
I
There you
love it.
go.
I'm telling you,
gotta
don't
attack
settle
that
for the
space.
3.
Yeah.
Attack. That's all I want to see. Like, that's not all I want to see from Jaden Ivey, but that's what we talk about when we say, oh, he doesn't look as fast as he has.
Yeah.
Obviously coming off an injury, but
Oh, he got
still,
B-ball Paul jumping there.
attack the basket, especially in a game like this where, you kind of want to press the action a little bit. You kind of want to, get Chicago into foul
There's your
trouble.
boy Dan Jenkins
There
in
he
right
is.
now. Excited to see him play. Coming in for Ivy.
Good minutes for Ivy. Good minutes for Ivy.
I thought that was good. I thought he did a good job. He wasn't necessarily the biggest scorer, but he was facilitating pretty well. He was he made some things happen on offense, so I thought that was a good stretch from him. Had some good defense, but Pistons got to keep pounding the paint because who in Chicago in the interior are you afraid of? It ain't Vucevic, so you got to keep pressing that issue. B-ball Paul tried to fit it in there to Duncan Robinson, couldn't do it. Pistons will take the ball after a kickball violation. Duncan is coming out for Javonte Green. And I believe B-ball Paul is coming out too, if I'm not mistaken. So it looks like we're going to have pretty much a whole bench unit for Detroit right now.
Nope. Stu's out there.
Oh, Stu came back in. Yep, that's right, because Stu was the first big off the bench. So you got Jenkins, Levert, Stu, Holland, and Green. Stu
Great move by
takes it right
Stu.
away. Man, the offensive development from Stu this year has been such a nice thing to see.
Man, he's gotten that better with that hook shot.
Yeah.
He gets to a spot. He uses his strength, and then
Look at that.
it's an easy. Oh!
Had to foul him
You
to
got to
stop
finish
him.
that big fella.
Yeah, you do
You got to finish that big fella.
Absolutely.
Come on, man. You got that's one of those like where
Yeah,
that's a
gimme.
poster.
That was a gimme right there.
That's a poster there. You can't let him affect your dunk like that, especially. But we talk about
100%.
his hook shot. I mean, he gets his shoulder into people, and Stu is strong. He has broad shoulders, so
Yeah.
he creates a little bit of separation, especially being undersized in that center role.
Chat, let us know what you want to see in this game, what your thoughts are. We'll be interacting with you as the stream goes live. And then once again, shout out to Kool-Aid and Mrs. Kool-Aid. It is Mrs. Kool-Aid's birthday today. That is why Kool-Aid is not here with us. He's not even at the arena. He is with family. So shout out to Kool-Aid, man. Shout out to Kool-Aid and shout out to Miss Kool-Aid. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday!
Yeah, enjoy the night with family, brother. You've earned it, and these Pistons will do fine. These Pistons will do fine tonight. Rest assured.
We don't worry,
not about
Cade
the Bulls.
Cunningham's taking a rest,
Yeah.
We got Jaden Ivey stepping up. We're gonna have Ron Holland stepping up. Stu stepping up already, as he has already for Jalen Duren being out. But you're gonna see a lot of people step up in this game. Maybe this is one of those games where we see Tolu Smith,
Yeah.
who I really wanted to see him asserted onto this team to be a starter. I mean, not to a starter, but to be on that bench unit as one of the core pieces on the bench. Because I thought he had a really good summer league, and he does protect the rim, pretty good, and he's pretty athletic as well for another, alley-oop guy for Cade Cunningham.
Ned Kent in the chat said, load management is ridiculous. I go to a game tonight. None of my favorite players are playing. I want a refund. I hear you. I'm a fan of shortening the season because I think if you shorten the season, then you won't have load management. You'll have enough space in between because Cade will be back next game. Like, this is just something that happens. And the reason they do it as opposed to home games, as opposed to road games, is because those road games, if you're living in Denver, you get to see Cade Cunningham once a year.
Yeah.
So they want to see Cade Cunningham that
Not
day.
just that,
So,
too, but
But I
you
feel
come
for
off
you. I feel
you
for
come off, a back-to-back where Cade was, pretty much looking unstoppable and he played, 35 minutes each of those games. Or not 35 minutes in the Knicks game, but the night before it was like 35, and I think the Knicks game he ended up playing like 27 or 26.
Shout out Gumby
because
in
they
the
were
chat.
blowing him out. But it's tough because me personally, I always think that if you're ready to go, you should be out there. But I do see the benefit of resting, from game to game.
There's just too much science behind it, like to support that. Hey, taking this one off really helps. And the Pistons have been strategic about it because
it sucks
now,
as a fan.
Yeah, it does suck as a fan because now Cade played Monday, and then he doesn't have to play again until Saturday.
Yeah.
So it's almost like a football schedule for him, So
he gets
that's
almost
huge.
gets a week off.
That's huge. Yeah, absolutely.
Defensively, still solid. Still solid.
Oh yeah, you expect it. That there's one thing for sure. It doesn't matter who is on that court. That defense is not falling off, and that defense just forced a Chicago turnover. Karis LeVert inbounding the ball to Dennis Jenkins,
and that was one of the things that truly was. I know Cade had it going, but the defense that you put on the Knicks was what really ended. Basically almost ended their night because
Stu's patience.
Yeah.
Wow,
they kind of gave up.
The
Knicks kind of gave up,
Yeah, they did.
That defense put a lot of pressure on them, and
half,
they've given
they
up.
They folded.
And they talk about that all the time. They want to make teams, they don't want to play anymore.
Vooch with the fadeaway on Stu. Can't get it going, man. He is struggling tonight, both offensively and defensively. Not that he's a defensive stalwart by any means, but, man, it's been a rough night for him so far. Hope I am not jinxing that because he has been a Piston killer. Dennis Jenkins. Attacking, kick out to LeVert. LeVert for three. It is off. Good look, though. Ain't mad at that. That's exactly what you need, a nice dribble drive penetration. And that was off.
Oh, that was Javonte.
Javonte Green.
Great
defense there. Dennis Jenkins hits a trailer. Stu is just having a field
He got
day.
downhill that time, and that was almost like Jalen Duren.
Yeah, that was. Just attack the big man in space. The non-athletic big man, just attack him in space. I think you're seeing that be a huge trend of success for them right now. And the Bulls trying to work the glass. They do. They get offensive rebound from Vooch.
That's one of the things that you do take a little bit of dip, especially with Cade Cunningham and Jalen Duren being out, and Tobias is the rebounding. So you see it already.
Particularly defense, because offensively, if you just have athletes, you'll actually get a lot of good offensive rebounds. But because a lot of times it's just crashing the glass.
Yeah. But the Pistons have already let up 6 offensive rebounds already in this game.
Yeah. That's going to have to buck. They're going to have to buck that trend.
Great move by Dennis.
This bench unit's played awesome, by the way.
It's what we've been talking about the whole year.
It's truly
this bench being, arguably the second best bench in the league behind the Thunder. I mean, this bench is deep, and everyone gets minutes. I mean, you see it sometimes where, now that Marcus Sasser is back, where Marcus Sasser takes, if he has it, hot going,
Vucevic is
he'll get
down. Okay, he's getting up.
Yeah.
All right.
But Marcus Sasser will get it if he's hot, and if Dennis is hot, then he'll get it.
Yeah.
And that's just how it's been.
Yeah, I expect to see Marcus Sasser next quarter. I would expect to see that. They're definitely going to give him a chance to come out here and show what he's done, especially because LeVert has it not picking on him, but he's been the one guard that hasn't shined so far.
You like to pick on Karis LeVert.
Nah, I've let that go. It is what it is. It is what it is. I also don't know if he's going to be here trade deadline wise. I assume he's the one that's traded before Tobias, honestly. He's got a tradable contract. That's part of the reason they signed him.
But Tobias has a tradable
LeVert
contract as well.
At the buzzer, can't prove me wrong. No, I'm kidding. But the Pistons
But you want to see an upgrade. The problem with Tobias is you want to see an upgrade of Tobias.
Yes.
You want to see someone that can come in and play that, that kind of flex 3 to 4 spot in this starting lineup. And that's what, that's why you keep throwing out the names like Trey Murphy, MPJ, because those players would come in and they would be immediate improvements over Tobias Harris.
Yes, Thomas, that's exactly why he is not starting, but that's why LeVert got the minutes over Sasser to start is the size difference. Because he says, I get that the backcourt will be small with Jenkins and Sasser, but LeVert sucks. And I'm not going to go that far. He has his stretches.
You know what? When he gets it's crazy because
it's a bad stretch and then the next stretch is great.
Yeah, it's usually what Karras does is he'll take 2 games and they'll be very bad, and then he'll come back with a great performance, like 24 points or something like that out of nowhere. But no, recently he has been kind of,
But he's also been dealing with injury.
Yeah, that and, you get
Aaron
Marcus
Gordon with
Sasser
a nice
coming
bucket.
back. You get Dennis
Poor
playing
Denver.
well. It's not really a need for Karras LeVert in these recent games.
I agree. Poor Denver, man. They talk about the injury bug. They have gotten destroyed by that. They're holding on.
You think they'd be willing to get rid of Aaron Gordon?
No, they trade. I know. I love Aaron Gordon.
Aaron Gordon is
He's just the type of player you want on like any team. It doesn't matter what your team has.
He has the ability to win your team a championship.
Yeah.
And it's not by just, getting points or whatever. It's just, man, he just does everything you need him to do.
Dude, I was so pissed to start my fantasy season. He dropped 50 on me. He dropped that 50 burger right at the beginning of the season.
And he has the ability to do that out of nowhere.
I know. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. All right, let's read the chat here. Love Stu and his effort. I agree. Ivy greater than Duncan, greater than LeVert. I would rank them in that order. You could argue right now that Duncan, because of the importance of his shooting, that you would flip Duncan and Ivy right now. But I think if you're just grading them as talent, Scumby, I would agree with that order. JB's love affair with LeVert is irritating. He does trust LeVert. And I get why. Like I was opposed to it when we signed him. I wanted another Tim Hardaway like shooter, like real movement shooter. He could kind of run off screens, catch and shoot threes. But I see now the value of LeVert because I've seen the games that he's good has been awesome for the Pistons where it's been like we need another shot creator. We need somebody else that could just dribble, and create a nice shot for himself or for others. And so I love that. Chicago turnover. Pistons will get the ball back. So, and Karras LeVert, man, you got to ride with it. The good stretches and the bad stretches. Not mad at him by any means.
Least.
I think you can upgrade that position, but that's another discussion. Dennis with the screen roll action with Stu finds LeVert, and LeVert with a great dump back to Stu. That was a very nice pass. I'm not going on my way to give him credit. That was a very nice pass. Ooh. I don't see who that was. That Patrick Williams? Yeah, Patrick Williams with the triple. And it's through 27-32. The Pistons are up. Dennis.
Do you think it's we have
whipping it around. Ron Holland.
Thomas Roro in the chat says
Shout out. Ron with the great finish.
JB
Wow.
love affair with LeVert is irritating. Do you think
that's
it's a
the one
love
I
affair?
read.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, it's he trusts him. He trusts him 100%. He talked about it back in his Cleveland days.
Do you think it's time for him to kind of get rid of that love affair that he has with him?
I don't think it's been detrimental to us. I don't think it has. And I think you've seen games where, you've gotten Dennis Jenkins minutes, you've gotten other minutes over LeVert. So I wouldn't say that I wouldn't be opposed to it. I know that it's there. I'm definitely agreeing with the fact that there is a high level of trust between JB and LeVert, but I don't think it's been detrimental. Like, I can't point to a game where I'm like, that lost us the game. The games we lost.
There's a couple where he's almost.
But those games we still won.
When he's asked to.
But those games we've still won.
But
what's the bad Karras LeVert game that we lost? And you can put on LeVert.
There's a game out there. If we looked at it.
Okay. I'd love
I'm sure if we looked at it and we looked at the plus minus, the box score, we'd be like, yeah, he did not.
All right, maybe we'll do that during halftime. Maybe we'll look because I can't recall one, to be honest with you. The losses I see are.
And you're the Karras LeVert. You should know that at the top of your head.
And that's telling you something that I can't because you got the Kawhi loss. I mean, look, we could count the Pistons
the Kawhi loss
on two
is
hands.
just. The Kawhi loss is literally just.
Saying. There's so many.
A Hall of Famer just giving you Hall of Fame.
Exactly. So that one ain't
buckets.
Karras LeVert. The Miami one ain't Karras LeVert.
No, that was
just
Asar.
fatigue, effort. The Pistons not playing themselves.
Oh.
What?
I said it was Asar.
Oh no, that was a team-wide bad game. I mean,
think
Asar was bad.
Yeah, but it's like
I can't
you
put
know
it-
how I feel.
Yeah, I can't. I
Can
can't
you
put.
can
it
you
on
go
just
down
Asar.
there and slow down their best player? Because
Yeah.
Norman Powell shouldn't be the one who
Yeah, but
leads the Pistons to
yeah,
it.
but Jeff, you can't blame it. I mean, that
Okay.
game was everybody was
okay,
bad.
I won't
That was
blame
a
it on
team.
Asar.
That was a team game. That was a team loss. Then let's see. I mean, how many losses? We have 9 on the season, so we could go through them all here.
Let me look at one.
That Cleveland one blowout at the beginning of the year, that was just a blowout. Was what it was. You just got outplayed, outclassed.
Oh, I might have one.
The
I got one.
What was the one we lost to start the year?
I got one.
Oh, what is it?
Dallas Mavericks. I understand the officiating was bad,
Oh yes.
but 27 minutes, 3 for 8. That's it. That's really it. I mean, he had three rebounds and 3 assists.
Okay.
That's it.
Still, I mean, I just think a bench player can't.
27
really,
minutes.
Yeah, that's starter minutes basically. So
That's
I could put that one on. That's fine. We could put that one on Levert.
not all the way, but
Yeah, not all the way.
somewhat.
Yeah.
We know. Oh, he stepped in for Duncan that game because Duncan
Oh yeah.
he stepped out hurt early.
Oh, let me see. Did I start? Did I save that change? I hope I did.
If not, it's too late, Chris.
Yeah, it is too late for.
It's too late. Can't use your commissioner powers to overrule that.
I know. I wish I could. But this league's on my ass. Half of the league is watching. All right, Pistons are back.
You got Dennis.
Um.
Dude, that was blocked.
Yeah, I get the problems with Levert, but again, they are what they are, and I don't think you could put a bench player in very high scrutiny. Like I would get if he was the number 2 guy, or if he was Luka, your best guy, and still not playing defense. But that's another reason. That's another discussion for another day. Dennis Jenkins running 2-man action with Stu. Stu ends up taking a step back 3.
Oh my!
He's feeling himself
Okay.
this game. I mean, you've earned it.
I love Stu, but I don't want to see that.
You've earned it.
I do not want to see him doing step backs from the top of the key. That's something that you would have seen. That's something you would have seen 3 years ago, where it didn't help the Pistons at all. It actually hurt them.
Yeah.
So maybe not get into a habit of doing that. I actually like Stu in the corner for the corner 3 because I feel like that's where he feels more comfortable with his 3-point shot.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, he's shot fine from the wings and the center, at least as I believe. Here you go, Marcus Sasser coming in right now. Marcus Sasser in for, I believe, Dan Jenkins. Yeah.
Can't play him at the same time.
Yeah, you can't. It's just too small. You get bullied. So Levert. But interesting now, see how it immediately goes to Levert bringing the ball up. Now that it's not Dennis, it's
Just like we
Stu.
said.
Great drive.
Yeah, and like we said though, Marcus Sasser isn't the playmaker.
Yeah.
He's not the
Yeah, no,
he's not the
he's
distributor.
He's in there to light that bitch up.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Ooh, in Chicago with the 3. Is that Patrick Williams again?
I think it was.
Man, yeah. Patrick Williams having a game. That guy's getting paid $90 million. Excuse me.
Ron.
Ridiculous. Ron for 3. Wow, he's feeling it. Oh, that's going to be a foul on Stu. Yep.
Yeah.
That's 2 quick picked up fouls on Stu. I don't know if that's his 3rd.
But now you see, like, that's kind of where, depth right now, like, you want to see Stu not pick up this silly foul like that, especially with knowing that there isn't a lot of depth left on the, at the center position.
Yeah, he's frustrated. You could tell he's frustrated going to the bench right there. Paul Reed is back in. Pistons are up 2. Chicago with the ball, chance to tie or take the lead. Let's see.
Oh,
Great block.
that was. Hey, you know what?
That was-
Okay.
that
Maybe
was a
we
great
should.
block.
Maybe we should continue talking about him. Maybe he's starting to play good.
No, but that's the thing with him is he has a bad stretch and then he follows it with a good stretch almost every time. It's
That was
ridiculous.
a great block.
Yeah. Pistons have the ball. Sasser with it. Sasser finds
Javonte
Javonte
Green.
You would You need a good Javonte Green performance tonight.
But you see that though?
Yeah.
Did they call that on?
I think they called that.
Oh, they did?
Chicago. Yep.
I honestly thought it was gonna be a Paul Reed foul. I just seen him kind of swing his hand toward the ball, and I was like, he definitely missed the ball. I thought they were gonna call a foul on him.
Thomas Rowe said, "Put Ron on the bench." Not a fan of Ron right now. Chat crashing out over these players, guys. It's
Let him
against
shut
the
you
Chicago
up.
Bulls.
Let him shut you up. Oh!
I thought he was going to. Sasser, good job. Good pressure. Chicago, man. They tried to make a fast break there, and they just couldn't, man. That was
And now the
just too much
Pistons got
pressure.
one.
And
Javonte
great
Green
play by
fouled.
Javonte Green going to the free throw line.
But you know what? That's what you want to see from Ron Holland, though.
Yes.
He took that to the basket, and it could have been called a foul. It wasn't, but that, honestly, it looked like it was going in.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's just the rim, Basketball God's going against you there. 83.2% free throws in the last 5 games, and that's
huge.
That's huge for a team that
they could correct
truly struggled
because
from free throw to really start this season off.
They get killed on the three-point a lot of times, and that's fine, okay? Yeah, we know this team isn't a three-point shooting team. That's fine. But to lose three-point and free throw, then you really have to make sure you win points off turnovers, points in the paint, second chance points, all of that, and you have to win it by a large margin in order to win.
And they have a couple losses on their record due to them missing free throws.
Yes.
You can count on your hand. I can count on my hand the 2 losses that if they would have made free throws, that the game wouldn't have, it wouldn't have got to that point.
Sasser, pull up 3, no good. B-ball Paul with the rebound. They got a foul call. Is it going to be against the Pistons? Looks like it's not. Thank God. Because Reed cannot get in foul trouble.
Especially with Stu having 2.
Yeah, who's that Sacramento guy we signed?
I have not seen him.
Yeah, he might play tonight.
Is he even on the bench?
Let me see if he is on the active roster.
But we talk about the 2 losses to free throw. It was this Chicago
Chat,
team.
please like, comment, share, subscribe.
Please.
Especially subscribe, man. We're 300 away from 100K. 300 people. That's
Big
it.
100.
Let's see.
Share it to all your friends, your family. Tell them to subscribe.
Pistons box score. Let's just see if he pops up as active tonight. All right, Levert bringing it up after a Chicago miss. Pistons up 4. Sasser. Ooh, I would have took that, but
dancing
okay.
a little bit. The time he tries to be a playmaker.
Yeah, the time he tries. Just shoot it, but no, I'm kidding. That was a good pass.
Shoot the floater.
Yeah, Tulu Smith is active tonight. Chaz Lanier is active tonight. Yeah,
his name is something else though.
Yeah, no, it's not.
It's not him.
It's not
so I don't think he's active.
Yeah, I don't think he is either. But he balled for the Kings this summer league. I remember that. He averaged like 27 a game or something crazy.
Assar.
That was
sick. That was sick. I can't lie.
Assar, you're gonna need him to play big. Ron, I'm very curious to see Ron and Assar minutes, what that looks like. Javonte Green misses a 3 off of a good probe from Ron Holland. And Chicago takes it back quickly and scores. Yeah, I think this game, if you're the Pistons, the least amount of offensive possessions, the better.
Got to take care of the ball.
Yep.
It's crucial for a game without Cade that you have to take care of the ball because you can't get yourself into one of those close games because you don't know where those points are going to come from. You don't know who's your closer right now.
And Ron with the turnover there. Speaking of, he's been dribbling into traffic a lot. Now it has worked and it hasn't worked so far. So not mad at it, especially when you don't really have a lot of counters right now. One of your best offensive plays right now is Ron Holland just cutting through the defense, knifing through the defense, and hoping he either gets a finish or off of the help, finds the right guy. Ivy back in. I love this. Love to see this. Pistons definitely need some juice on the offense. They are a bit stale, a bit stagnant. And
that's not good.
You
just get right to the rack.
Yeah, you can't give up. You can't give up easy layups like that.
You come right back and
get blocked.
That's kind of sloppy from Asar, and that's kind of where you kind of see a difference when Ron and Asar is.
Oh yeah,
Ron just feels so much more comfortable attacking the basket.
He does. He does. No argument there. All right.
That was just a miss by. Oh, what they call? That can't be on Paul Reed.
It's got to be on somebody else because they're walking back. So it's got to be on somebody in Chicago. Yeah, see, can't give that up.
Okay. All right, FanDuel.
All right. Freaky FanDuel.
We didn't need that camera shot.
Freaky FanDuel.
We did not need that camera shot.
All right. So
Ivy?
Sasser and Ivy, interesting pairing in the backcourt. You'll see if you can make it work. Good pass.
Oh, that was a great pass by Paul Reed. Oh, my.
And what
and
a
Duncan
three
with
from Duncan.
3.
He is going to need to be awesome tonight.
And when we've seen Cade Cunningham out, we've seen Duncan Robinson pick up his scoring output. And
great defense from
in
Ivy.
those games.
I don't know if they're calling the foul on Ivy, but that was still tough.
That was a great pass.
Oh my goodness, that was slick. Chat, man, you gotta give it up to B-Ball Paul for that one.
Hey, B-Ball Paul, man. That's what he does, though. He comes in and he's a little flashy. He's like a flashier.
He's got some sauce.
Less defensive version of Isaiah Stewart.
Let's see here. Let's see how my fantasy team is looking so far. Okay, not bad, not bad, not bad. Anybody going off for him? No. All right, cool. Take that. I'll take that.
We're getting to the point where with Jaden Ivey back into the game, I want to see him pick up where he left off when he went to the bench.
Absolutely.
Because now this team has gone through a point where they're still stagnant from offensive side. Like, I would love to see Jaden Ivey. There we go. Right there. He got to make a shot, though.
Yeah.
Oh.
The jumper's been off tonight.
Oh, good play by – was that Asar?
Oh, my goodness, what a finish from Paul.
That was a good steal by Asar, though.
That was. Great defense turned to offense. You need every single one of those you can get tonight. You really do. You really do for the Pistons. Yeah, Ivy 0 of 2 from deep so far, but 4 points, 3 assists. If he could turn around that jump shot, he'll have a good game.
Yeah.
He's
missed what? I think he's shot what?
He's just
3 threes?
Yeah, he shot 2 threes.
2 threes, and he
made the layup he took,
then made the free throws.
And then the free throws, and then he's missed both his threes. But they're good looks. So
Gumby 7777. Ron has his ups and downs. He's 20 years old. Go J.I. Come on. And that's what it is, though. That's you know what you were getting when you drafted Ron Holland. He is a little bit of a project because he was essentially like a high school kid, basically coming into the draft, because he just had that 1 year for the G League. So he was, freshly 18 when he was drafted. Mm-hmm. So there's still a lot of growth to go with Ron Holland, and you've seen him already, have stepped up and taken those little bits of growth. Shooting looks better this year, but essentially just the way he plays defense, the way he comes in and gives energy, that can't be replaced.
Yes, 100%.
Those are the things that's hard to replace, and that's why you'd kind of see us reluctant to kind of give up Ron Holland in a deal, is because where are you going to get that from?
Well, also, he's not going to be the one that they give up on, because that's the one that Trajan picked.
Yeah, yeah. That is his pick.
Yeah. like I hate to put it like that, but you know, who do you think the GM has the most faith in that room? It's probably the guy he picked. You know, like he may like
his only first round pick.
But yeah, it's the only first round pick he's used, and God willing, it's the only top 5 pick he'll ever make for the Pistons. You know, like
it has to work out.
Yeah, it has to work.
I'll never be this again.
Yeah. He's gonna ride that till the wheels fall off. Like I really think so. I think Ron Holland is not going anywhere, and I think any trade that involves Ron Holland, unless you are talking bringing back a superstar, a top 15 NBA player, I don't think Trajan is listening. I really don't, because he's gonna value his guy.
Because there's other things that you can give up. Besides
Absolutely,
him.
that too. But yeah, I do think that any trade proposal I see involving Ron Holland, I'm like, that's somebody that doesn't know the Pistons.
The Pistons are in the F them picks mode.
I hope they are.
Go ahead and get rid of all those things.
Oh my God, Paul George is cooking. Let's go. Shout out.
Paul George is crazy.
Shout out, man. David, you're an idiot. I offered him Paul George for Kristaps straight up, and he declined.
Paul Reed with good defense on Vucevic. But you know what? That was in the first game against Chicago. Vucevic had it going, and he couldn't be stopped that whole game.
Wow, Sarr definitely got fouled there.
Second game against Chicago, Vucevic could not get it going. The Pistons, really stifled him, and they won that game.
Mm-hmm. All right. Chicago gets a bucket there, and it's 41-43. It has stayed close. Sasserman, he's straight up. He's just going to have to hit his shots this game. Ooh, good pass.
That was a foul.
Good finish. He got fouled last time. That was a great finish.
No, that time he hit the floor hard. I ain't going to lie.
Yeah. Sarr on defense there got called for the reach on who's he guard? Matas right now?
Matas.
Yep. I like that matchup. Look at that. But see, look, like I think that's the next step for Sarr is just finishing that, like dunking that.
Yeah.
Like you're right there, Yeah. And I think
it was kind of low. It was kind of low, but still.
Yeah, I think
he's athletic enough.
Yes. And I think he'll learn that because I think we said that about Jalen Duren last year, and look what he's done this year.
Yeah. And
think about how young Jalen Duren is. Now, Sarr is older, but in terms of just NBA experience, he's 1 year younger than Duren. So I think you can project that will
crazy to think how old Jalen Duren is. But that's the same thing with Ron, though. Those incredibly young players, when you got them.
Oh, my God. Sarr wanted the glory on that one.
Was that Sarr? Jesus.
Matas with the 3. It's a 1-point game. Dennis Jenkins.
Okay, why are we?
Okay.
That was a good pass by Sarr.
Movement. Oof. All right. Vucevic. Gives the ball, screens away. Ivy's played good defense so far tonight. Good rotation. I mean, he just given up. You tried.
He's given up 6 inches of height on that one.
At least. Stu. Tell you what, man, he has been.
And that time he didn't take his time.
Yeah. Good
defense by Jaden Ivey.
Ivy's defense has been phenomenal tonight. I do want to say that this not to be I'm not the hyperbole guy, but this is the best.
He's fouled. He's fouled.
That's a hard fall too. Looks like he's good.
I gotta see a replay of that foul, man.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It kind of look a little vicious right there.
This is one of those ones where I will say that this is probably the best defense I've ever seen.
Okay, he didn't catch him in the face like I thought he did.
I could tell.
Oh, they didn't call him shooting?
He didn't overreact. That's crazy, too.
What?
I think they just called out. I don't think they called a foul.
There's no way.
Yeah, because
he was definitely fouled
from underneath.
But what?
They would have inbounded from the side if it was a foul.
You didn't see what he just did?
Yeah, that was
Come on, man. That was clean.
That was clean.
Asar
bringing it up. Turn on the Jets and attack. Love that.
I don't want to see Easy in the chat hating, you know what I mean? J.I. is having a good game right now.
He is. He's having a really good game.
That was a great move.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna text Easy right now.
But when you talk about having someone alongside Cade Cunningham that can create their own shot, that's what we want to see more of from Jaden Ivey, because of the fact that he was doing that at a pretty good level before his injury, and we want to see him get back to that, because ideally you're gonna need that come playoff time.
Yeah, I agree. Sarr missed the first free throw. Going to the line for number 2 here.
Sarr's free throws are
It's all right.
That's the reason why sometimes he can't be on the floor, is because of the fact that he
made that one there. I believe. I mean, Jalen Duren made a mega leap at free throws. Why can't Sarr?
He has to fix that. That can't and that's why he's not as aggressive going to the rim, because he's scared to get fouled.
Great pass. Great pass from Sarr to Ivy.
Kind of want to see Ivy throw that one down.
I know.
He just did a little old man layup there.
Hey, man, taking care of business. That's all you got to do. Show up and be professional. Clock in. That's all they're doing tonight. I'll tell you that. Against the measly Chicago Bulls.
Oh, Duncan with good defense. That was good defense. They called him for a foul, too, but, I mean.
Damn. LeBron and Cade out for me in fantasy. Rough day. Rough day at the office.
Why do you have that old man on your team?
LeBron?
Look at Cade.
I got him in the
Look at Cade dressed up snazzy.
He did. He is dressed like a history teacher.
He looks like a 2K player when you got your suit on, but you still got your wrist tape on. Pulling up to the park.
The brown suit is crazy.
He's pulling up to the park.
Shout out to chat. Chat, who has impressed you so far as we're getting close to halftime here? Who has impressed you the most? Man, Jared Jack, dude, he's got to be a big voice in this Pistons organization, because I see all the players talking to him all the time. They love Jared Jack.
Crazy.
It is.
That fit is crazy. You got the wrist tape on.
It's gross. It's absolutely nuts. Damn, that really sucks. And I'm going against Luka, so.
Oh.
Great lob.
I thought he missed it at first.
I did too. Great lob from Jenkins to Stu.
17 points for Stu. Man, what? Stu is cooking today.
Yeah.
He just has to stay out of foul trouble.
Yep, absolutely. He has to. I mean,
that's it.
Offensively and defensively, he's the most important guy right now.
Seriously.
Like, you need him.
Especially defensively.
Yeah.
You need that. Because if you put someone else on Vooch and he gets going, that's going to be a problem.
Yeah, absolutely.
Duncan, he's being pretty aggressive today,
He
taking
has
it to the rim a little more than he usually does.
He's been ultra aggressive in those non-Cade games so far this season.
I think he scored.
Great defense.
I think he scored 20 in every single game without Cade. It's either that or it's really close.
I'd have to confirm that, but yeah, I mean, I know the one game he went stupid.
Yeah.
Great defense.
That's all.
Great defense from Sarr right there on Matas. I'm telling you, man, I think Matas is going to be a good player.
You can see it.
I don't know what his ceiling will be on this Chicago Bulls team, because this organization just loves to be mid. Ivy, got to look to take yourself there. Oh, did they get it off in time? They missed it anyways.
I ain't gonna lie. He just blew points because he definitely had enough time to do a layup. He threw that thing in the sky, and it was for what? You had enough time to do a layup, but hey, we'll take it. Pistons with the 52-50 lead at halftime. Isaiah Stewart, the star of the first half, 17 points.
I was gonna say who's your MVP, but I think it's no discussion.
Clear.
It's him. The defense he provides plus 17 points. I mean, he's on pace for 34 today. That's nuts.
He's cooking.
That's nuts.
But he's getting to his spot. He's using his shoulder to, effectively get that hook shot up there. Yeah. Or we've seen him kind of take it, where he has momentum and he's getting easy layups.
Yeah, I think that second half you're really going to have to see these guards take over offensively and step up. Yeah. because I don't think that you can continue to rely on.
Yeah, you
this
can't continue to
performance.
lean on Stu for points. Like that's not something that, if it happens, it happens. But like you don't want to just say, okay, well let's go start running actions for Stu consistently. Like he gets his points from being active on, the floor, whether that's via lobs or, via offensive rebounds or just getting to a spot before the defense is able to, actually set up. Those are the types of points we've seen Stu get today.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Stu is, getting this game out of him. I don't think you're going to expect that in the second half. I think you are going to have to rely on your guards or your wings. You need somebody to brutalize them in the paint, punish them in the paint. So I'm looking to Asar and Ron, who have both been aggressive tonight. Haven't really quite gotten it going. They haven't played terrible, but they haven't gotten it going offensively. And I like to see that. Let me see what the stats are on. So Asar is 2 of 5, and Holland is 2 of 5. Holland 0 of 2 from deep, so 2 of 3 from inside the arc. You like to see him. Step it up, and then Asar, man, 5 points, 5 boards, 2 assists, and 2 steals already. So he's been awesome for that. He's been awesome for them so far. I think if he cleans up some of those takes around the basket, I think that he'll be in for a great second half. And then you need one of the guards. You need LeVert, Sasser, or Dan Shakins to have like a quarter.
Yeah.
Or Duncan Robinson. Duncan Robinson, you can throw in that conversation too.
Who Duncan has actually started off his game pretty well.
Yep.
3 of 6 from 3-point
Second
range.
in points on the team with 9. So,
yeah. Right behind him, Jaden Ivey with 8. So, those two. Even if you get those two to step up, then you could see this Pistons team start to, especially if you come out with a defensive, they've really come out in these third quarters and really have shut teams down, especially in these past 2 games, especially against the Knicks. That was a crazy third quarter.
That was some of the most fun
when
I
you talk
ever
about
had in my life
when
watching
you listen to
basketball.
these players and they say, well, we want to take the will out of other teams, they absolutely demoralized the Knicks. So
100%.
if you can see them step up defensively in this quarter, and you see Jaden Ivey and Duncan Robinson get it going, this is where you can see the Pistons, even without a Cade Cunningham, even without a Tobias Harris, and Jalen Duren, kind of separate and, almost basically just kind of, start playing from a big lead going into the fourth quarter, because that's usually what they do is third quarter, defensively, they step up huge coming out of the half.
Yeah, and I think that they will. Another guy you can throw in that conversation is Javonte Green. I mean, talk about a guy that gives you that defense turn to offense energy.
Yeah. And
that is Javonte Green personified.
We haven't heard much from him today. He's been
Yep.
pretty quiet. So you could definitely look forward to him get going.
He's gotten 10 minutes, 2 points, 0 of 2 from the field. Both of those were 3-point attempts, but he did get to the line that one time and knock down both from the stripe.
Stu being very efficient tonight.
Yeah.
17 points on 8 of 11 shooting.
I know. Who? Yeah, Stu's been awesome tonight.
Yeah.
But it's not going to be enough, because I'll tell you this second half.
No, you need more.
You need more, or you need this game to be under 100 points.
Yeah. But that's what we say. That's when, defensively, that is that third quarter that they have.
Yeah.
Where defensively they pick it up. And especially without Cade Cunningham, you want to see points off turnovers almost, that's majority of where you should probably want to see this Pistons offense, get, or where they get their offense is points off turnovers. Just strictly just defensively, just not letting anything up.
Yeah, I agree. On the other half, I think the key will be stopping Vucevic and Matas. I really think, those are the guys that have shot the most for them so far.
And don't let Ayo Dosunmu just straight go down the floor. Yeah, don't just let him go straight down the floor and get an easy layup.
I want that to be your task second half. Ron and Asar, I want them to.
Oh, so now you're calling for Asar to assert himself and lock down somebody.
In this game, yeah. I don't think it's unfair to call for that, and I don't think I think if you want to win that game, I think this is a good strategy is to focus on DeSumo. I believe that Vooch can be handled by Stu and Reed, and then from there, Mataz. He's a young bull. If Mataz is gonna beat you, hats off. Hats off.
I mean, well, like I said, the first game that we played against the Bulls, it was Mataz and it was Vucevic that truly had it really going for the Bulls. And essentially, Vucevic has been, almost stifled in this game so far. And that's how the Pistons have effectively beat the Bulls.
4 of
this
11,
season.
but 10 boards already. Wow.
You can expect the boards.
Yeah,
we talk
that's
about
true.
that. Jalen Duren not
That's
being
true.
here.
I mean, in a game this low scoring, there's been a lot of misses. Yeah, that's fair.
And you don't have Jalen Duren. Like, we talk about this all the time. Like, we love Stu, but we're not, like, Stu is not an elite rebounder. He's not going out there and he's not going to snag you, 10 to 15 boards. If he does, yeah, that's a plus, but that's not, especially as an undersized center, that's not where, you kind of lean on Stu to do that. It's more of, that's why Jalen Duren is that guy. It's because he does get the boards. And that's where this team has won when they do have the rebound battle, is when Jalen Duren is here.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I'd agree with that. Second half getting ready to start soon. Chat, let me know your biggest takes. And again, if you want to jump to the line for your comments, please leave a super chat. And more importantly, though, the best thing you could do is like this stream because that puts it out in the algorithm. And if you're not already, for whatever reason, subscribe to Woodward Sports. It's the best Detroit sports content in the game. Lions, Pistons, Red Wings, Tigers, whatever your team is, U of M, Michigan State, whatever your team is, Woodward Sports is here.
We got it all.
And I actually don't know. Are you a U of M or a Spartan? You're a Spartan. Yeah, you're a Spartan dog. Yeah, that's right. You're a good man. You're a good man.
Yes, sir.
But once again, shout out to Kool-Aid for he is not here tonight because it is Mrs. Kool-Aid's birthday. So wish Mrs. Kool-Aid a happy birthday. He will be with us for the next stream.
You see that guy right there, Chris? Oh,
Who is that?
that's Victor Wembanyama.
Oh, that's Victor. Yeah, should have been a Piston.
Man, I actually crashed out.
Yeah.
I legit crashed out to the point to where,
Especially when you've seen the Spurs got him.
my granddad threatened to kick me out of his house if I didn't stop. He told me I'd have to go. I was that angry that we lost the draft lottery.
I will say the one thing that I truly do believe, which is absolutely crazy to say now, is that I believe that if the Pistons got Victor Wembanyama, that Monty Williams would still be coaching this team. Because you could win games on accident with Cade Cunningham and Victor Wembanyama.
Dang, not Monty.
And this team would have like they
Well,
would,
actually, no, because
they would have
Wembanyama was
success.
out.
What?
He was out.
No, that was the year they drafted him.
He was out, wasn't he? He was out for like a majority of the season.
No, I know, but I'm saying that's why he would still be here is because you'd be
And
like,
he
all right,
still
give it a
does.
chance.
He still does deal with his injury.
Yeah.
Similar
Yeah,
to what
I hope
similar to what
hope he stays
Asar is,
Yeah.
kind of going through with that.
Yeah.
So hopefully he does stay healthy.
Yeah, because as much as I hate him, for going to our rival, but at the end of the day, he's a dog.
They have 2 of the wins over OKC
But you know what's crazy about San Antonio is they're winning games like
without
him.
Yeah.
Dude, their
It's the
guards.
same thing.
Their guards are dogs.
It's the same thing where you talk about the Pistons, where they can win without Cade Cunningham.
yeah.
It's essentially the same thing.
God, a Spurs Pistons finals would just ignite so much trauma. Because I watched that 05
That would be
finals.
elite. That would be elite.
I went to the Palace Vision Game 7.
I was a little
cried
I was a little
my
young. I
fucking
was just
eyes
in
out.
front of the. I was
Yeah.
just in front of the screen. I couldn't really understand what was going on.
Dude, that was my first year watching any basketball was 04. And so then I latched on to championship run and then watched every game next year. And then that 05 year, man, like I wasn't at the game where Rashid blew the cover, blew the rotation, Robert Horry got the 3. But I did go to Game 7. The Palace is doing this thing where you could just watch it on the like Jumbotron. And I went there, man, I bawled my eyes out the whole ride home. My mom's like, it's going to be okay. I'm like, it's not. It's never going to be okay. It's never going to be okay.
Thought it was
Man,
over.
I hated Tim Duncan for at least 10 years. But then, man, Tim Duncan, I can't hate him. He's too good. He's too good.
Arguably,
I transferred all that hate to Robert Horry.
I put him in my top 15.
He's top
sure.
5.
He's top 5?
Or no, top 15.
I can't do
15.
top 5. I can't do top 5.
Yeah, no.
Top 5, that's a little
No,
tough.
no,
That's
yeah,
a little
top.
tough.
I was thinking of era. Yeah, top.
Era-wise,
15.
yeah, you could put him in that era. Yeah, definitely.
Because I won't entertain. I love him. I like Kobe more than Tim Duncan, but I won't entertain people
That's
saying
my
Kobe's
goat.
better.
That's my goat.
I can't.
I'll die on that hill.
I
will fight over that any day of the week. Kobe Bryant is the GOAT.
Duren is great when he plays D and moves his feet. Yeah, he's doing a lot of that this year. Gumby, shout out.
But that's
Duren's been awesome.
Yeah, that's where you see the
Coolest Monty started Hayes over Jaden Ivey. That's right. And never forget. Shout out to you.
He did.
Shout out to you, Gumby, for that one.
Remember, he was the one who said Cade and Ivy can't play together at all, and that's why you didn't see them together. That's why you didn't see the Jaden Ivey minutes.
He just had something
As
so
a
weird
GM,
against.
or
something so weird against.
if I'm
Ivey.
Troy Weaver, if I'm instantly stepping in and saying, absolutely not. I just drafted that kid 5th overall. What are you doing?
Yeah, like play that.
You better play him. But we talk about Jalen Duren. He's again a young kid who came into this league, and we've seen him continue to develop, over the years. But I feel like there has been no more, like his development has truly taken, like a huge leap forward being under JB's, coaching, because, and it's with Stu too. You see them both; they are more active defensively. You see them more actively defensively under JB than you did when Monty was there. You see JB kind of come in and put Stu into a new role that was, allowed him to succeed. And now we talk about Stu being one of the best defensive players in the league and how he can be an all-pro defensive player this year now that he's given that minimum minutes that he was kind of robbed of last year. But
was still so
and now
ridiculous.
you see Jalen Duren, potentially being an all-star. And it's really given a lot of credit to JB and his coaching staff because they've done an amazing job at both Stu and Duren and getting them up to speed and getting them up to speed defensively. Mm-hmm. Because that is truly where this team wants to leave their mark, is defensively.
Yes.
And you see Duren taking those steps, and now you see him taking steps offensively and being more of an offensive threat. And that's where you see Jalen Duren being the number 2 option on this team now.
Yep. I agree. Pistons about to start the second half. Natalie Kerwin interviewing Jarrett Jack. Like I said, man, I think Jarrett Jack is one of the strong voices in this Pistons organization, man. The players I see really gravitate to him.
He'll probably end up being a head coach. Like it's
got to happen.
Yeah, it's gonna happen. You've seen him coach the summer league team, and he's been an assistant for quite a while now. Yeah. This is his 3rd year.
Dude, he was a
Pistons,
2K demon back in the day
yeah,
too.
Don't trip. Jack. Yeah.
He used to be a problem in 2K.
Him, Leonardo Barbosa.
Yeah. Oh, Barbosa. Barbosa was crazy.
Yeah. If you played 2K in chat, yeah, you know.
Yeah.
You know when you got to get the bench players in.
What'd you think of that 2K ass trade I made though, where you get Michael Porter and Trey Murphy? Financially, it can work.
No way that's happening, bro.
It's not happening, but I would
absolutely
give up anything
no
to make
shot,
it work.
bro.
I don't care what those picks are, just give them away.
I understand that, but
that.
I don't. Number one, I don't think neither team is gonna do that. I don't think the Nets gonna do that. I don't think.
I think they would. I think 1 for 1, those values are fair. You just wouldn't give up all that.
But it's hard to get 3 team.
Oh my God, Matas.
it's hard to get 3-team trades done.
Yeah, no, especially at the deadline. I know.
And that's a big one.
I know. I just wanted to put it out there in the universe.
That's a big one, Chad.
That's a big one. You know, wishful thinking out in the universe.
Yeah.
Dog.
Well,
Trey Murphy
we appreciate you
Porter,
for putting it out there.
Dude, that would be insane. That
would be an elite trade for the Pistons. Like I don't know how, like that would be. I mean, you kind of hitting. You know, you get Trey Murphy,
Everything.
who is basically going to be a part of your team long term.
Yeah. That's why I like the Trey Murphy one so much more.
Yeah,
is
I'm pretty sure Michael
million?
Porter's contract I think expires like
$25 million for a 3-and-D player. You know how stupid that contract's gonna look in the next 2-3 years.
Yeah,
it's gonna look so nice. Yeah. Stu with the great pass to Ron. Ron, great fake. No foul? Okay. I think they called foul.
That was a foul.
All right. Oh, that was a sorry.
It was definitely a foul.
Yeah, because
I don't know.
I don't like that land on him, and I was.
I don't like that it was. What? I don't like that it was a Asar foul because I am. Oh wow, they didn't call shooting though.
Yeah, it wasn't shooting.
Okay, no, I'm no longer scared.
Good shit, Asar.
Who was that? Who passed that?
B-ball Paul.
Starting off
dropping
in the second
dimes,
half.
bro. He's got sauce,
he got two dimes that were like
he's
actually
Black
like
Jokic, dog. I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
He got two of them dimes tonight, man.
He's
he got
Blokich.
that one to Duncan. That one right
out
there.
Blokich. Mataz, man, with the aggressive take to start. Running some two-man action here. Oh no, that's Kevin Herter. Damn, mixing up my Watts. Vucevic with the finish. Bulls up 2. They've come out ready to play offensively the second half. Pistons got to match that. Ooh, that was.
There is a severely lack of shot creation right now, though.
Duncan Robinson.
Hey, that were right there. That was. It could have been called a foul.
I think B-ball Paul's at 5, 5, and 5. I think he's on triple-double watch.
That would be crazy. B-ball Paul
5, 5,
triple
and 2.
double.
5, 5, and 2.
I'm just saying, man. That'd be insane. That'd be an insane stat.
Yeah, that would.
But your only two like true shot creators right now is Jaden Ivey.
Yeah,
like that's it.
100%. Good. Oh, yeah. If you can get that pass in there.
Yeah, it's kind of one where it's like it's a lob. That's a lob. He's called
Pistons down 1. JB calls a timeout. Yeah, he is not happy with the way. That's a timeout for the defense.
I don't like that lineup.
Yeah.
That lineup is
who is it? It's B-ball Paul.
It's Jaden Ivey, Duncan Robinson, Asar, B-ball Paul, and Isaiah Stewart.
That was the starting lineup.
That's the lineup that was just out there.
I don't hate it. I don't hate it. I just think they're playing bad. I think they're turning the ball over and then they're giving up points. And you can't do both of those things if you're the Pistons. Not if you want to win the game. So shout out. Let's see how we're doing here in the chat. Rando Smalls is in the building. Shout out to Rando Smalls, OG in the Woodward Sports chat.
I gotta disagree with Thomas Roro in the chat. He might. I mean, Jaden Ivey's defense might have looked bad on that one play, but
but tonight
throughout this game, he's actually made quite a bit of defensive plays. Like he's been awesome. I think he's had a block. And
let me see.
He's pretty much made them pass up like 3 opportunities where they were
stocks,
trying to pick on him.
Just great, like watching the film. Great defense.
Does he not have one?
No, he doesn't have a stock.
So they must have gave that to Duncan then.
Oh yeah, that one was probably
They went to the basket.
Can't wait to see you guys at Pickleball Friday. Hey, Shao Rando, are we pulling up? Or are you pulling up? Is that your hood? I don't know where you stay. We're out in Wasteland. Westland.
You said Wasteland.
Wasteland might as well be.
Where is that at?
Might as well be, man. But no, I'm excited. Me and Nick are ready to take home this championship, man.
Yeah, me and Easy, we're gonna be out there doing our thing.
No
You know
way.
what I'm saying?
No way.
Yeah, man.
Not
We
a
about to win it. We're the underdogs. We about to win it.
Not a shot that Easy's actually playing.
What do you mean? That's who I'm on the team with.
I can't wait to see it.
Coming from Owasso. How far is that?
Where is that? I don't even know where that is.
That's pretty far, I think. I'm pretty sure that's pretty far. How far of a drive is that, Rando?
Yeah, Rando, comment. in
How
the chat.
far are you driving to pull
I
up?
will definitely have a drink with you for sure. Shout out Rando, that's an OG. Sam Hauser for 3. Commercial break. I automatically go to the next basketball in front of me like a child. But Pistons are coming back here. Pistons money line to be third quarter winner.
Talk about a team, though, in Boston who's second in the East without Jason Tatum.
That's spooky.
Like,
that's a
that
giant
is
nobody's talking
scary.
about because he can come back come playoff time.
About an hour
And
and,
obviously
a half.
he'd be diminished, but he'd still be probably better than
Yeah.
most people. Still,
Randall
still
Small
gonna
said
cook.
that's between Flint and Lansing.
Oh, okay. Damn.
That's not a good shot by Bebo Paul. But
That's
he
not.
said it's about an hour and a half. So I mean that's that's
dedication.
legit,
It's
man.
about an hour drive for me from
Yeah.
here. So, yeah, that sounds right, man. Shout out.
KJ, we are
I'm very
currently-
fond of my Lansing days, my East Lansing days. Shout out Michigan State.
KJ, we are currently down to the Bulls, but you got to look at the bigger picture. Like
Yeah.
there is no Cade, there's no Tobias, there's no Jalen Duren. So I mean, and we were leading at half, so it's not like
Yeah.
it's gonna be a close game.
And it's a 4-point game, guys.
yeah. Pump the brakes. Hold on a
Yeah.
minute.
For real.
I do think that we got to change this lineup up, but
Yeah, I think he's giving this lineup one more stretch of basketball, and then it's finito
I don't
for
think
them.
it needs another stretch of basketball. We
That's
just
fair.
seen B-Ball Paul try to shoot a 3 and get blocked by
Yeah,
Matas.
dude. B-Ball Paul is chucking through.
And
oh, no,
now you
he's
got
only chucked
Vucevic
2.
kind of heating up. Nah.
Yeah. Yeah, don't
Change
like
this
that
lineup
part, that's
around.
for sure.
You got to change this lineup around.
Ivy. Oof. Pistons playing defense. Vucevic at the top of the perimeter with the ball, hands it off. And now here you go. Vucevic back on the block again, trying to cook B-ball
And
Paul.
you wish that was Isaiah Stewart.
Great
But, hey, great
defense.
defense.
Asar
There it
bringing
is. There
up.
it is. Whoa. What in the
They were,
world?
they were defending that. They were watching that.
Oh, man.
like
You
a
got
hawk.
to throw that up. Isaiah Stewart from the corner.
That's
Told
what
you
like
he
to
loves
see.
that corner.
That's what you like
I
to
told
see.
you he loves that corner. I don't want to see step backs from the top of the key. I want to see B. Stew in the corner shooting that 3.
Is that Mataz?
Yep.
Mataz
back.
right back. Man, he's
Okay.
a dog.
I think it's time, Chris. You know what time I'm thinking of. I think it's time.
Let's see here.
Defensively, they're not
B-ball
starting
Paul
off too hot.
again from 3?
Yeah, it's just he's
We're
just
just-
chucking it up.
we're just chucking.
I don't know what's going on. Right
That's
now.
only his
We gotta
third
switch
attempt,
this
though.
lineup.
Which is crazy.
Yeah, but it's
It
like-
feels like
That's like two.
feels like
in the-
he shot 5.
That's
Yeah.
2 in the past 3 possessions where
know.
it's just like why.
Great defense from Asar on Mataz right there to block that shot.
I need to see like Dennis Jenkins in this game right now or something.
You know,
Dennis and Ron.
we could
because-
use that.
And look,
20
he's at the scoring
yeah.
table. There we go.
We could use
'Cause
that
we need-
20-point quarter right
Yeah,
about
we-
now. we could
We
use
need,
that 20-point
we need someone
quarter.
else in this game that'll help with the scoring because
Shout
ain't
out
getting it
Bon,
done.
Shout out Bon Beats.
Okay.
We got Jeff's boyfriend in the building. No.
oh man, you're
Okay.
crazy.
Okay.
What?
Shout out to Bon Beats. Shout out Jeff, man. Killing
That's from
it
my
here.
hometown. Appreciate you for pulling up and showing some support.
Paul Reed hits one bank 3 and thinks he's Ray Allen. It's funny as hell. Stu
From the top
Stu
of the
might
key.
actually
Okay,
be Ray
Wait
Allen.
a minute.
He might actually.
Hey, he might get that 34 you was talking about.
Yeah. I mean, he's at 23.
Okay. But why did we just replace Dennis with Jaden Ivey? Like no, seriously, get one of the other 2 out of the game. I'm okay with seeing Paul Reed go to the bench here. even if we are undersized.
Especially because you're going to need especially because you're going to need to stagger the minutes between Stu and Reed.
Yeah, because Stu does have 3 fouls.
Because and at this point, you probably shouldn't have a single minute where neither of them are on the court.
That Cade jacket is absolutely
Stu going to the bench here.
There we go. Let's get my boy in. Oh, that's
an easy foul. Shout out Paul George cooking for me. Okay, I like that.
See, Ron Holland gets in the game and automatically. Things change, man. I'm telling you.
Propaganda over here.
That was.
Pistons lost the ball.
That's not
there.
good, Dennis. That's not good.
Turnover from Dennis Jenkins.
It's
Pistons
too early.
are down 4. 6 minutes left in the third.
That's too many turnovers. We talked about that.
Yeah.
You can't turn the ball over.
They've turned the ball over a lot
especially
in this
without
third.
Cade.
Yeah.
You got to take care of the ball.
Cade is the equalizer. You don't have that tonight. Cade and threes are equalizers.
That was great defense, but it was struggle to get the board.
Good defense, though, to knock it out. But, yeah, got to secure those boards, too. And, again, that's another reason you miss Cade and Duren
especially. I mean,
yeah.
Love Beeble Paul. Love Isaiah Stewart. But
yeah. I mean,
they're undersized at their position.
You can't expect a lot.
And it's going to be hard for them to get rebounds.
You can't expect a lot in this game. You really can't, considering you're missing your 2 best players.
Arguably, could be 3. I mean, I don't think Tobias is, but.
Yeah, no. But Tobias is a contributor as well.
Yeah. But only down 4 points. Only down 4 points.
Pistons down 4-4.
Midway through the third quarter.
Feels like JB is messing around with different units to see if he has something. I agree, Byrne. I think he is taking this to tinker and experiment and kind of see what he's got with some of these players. I think he's putting these players in certain positions, and we'll see. Asar got pressed at half court, still has the ball here. Good job to control it. And, whoa, I saw B-Ball Paul flying, and we're just nothing. All right, we're playing up.
Dennis
Jenkins. Couldn't get the friendly roll.
Sometimes it's just funny to see. Oh, okay.
Wow.
I don't know.
Lots of bodies flying.
I don't know what's going on
Pistons.
right now.
Lots of bodies flying
Great
for
block.
the Pistons. Block by Paul Reed. You got to turn this into offense.
Sometimes it's so funny watching B-Ball Paul because he's just like, sometimes he just does the goofiest things on the court.
He does move pretty goofy sometimes. He does move. Ron Holland takes to the basket. He gets blocked. Gets the ball back, puts it up. Wow, they are letting a lot go right now.
Oh, he just okay.
If they weren't calling anything, they weren't calling that. Herter just
pushed off his shoulder, but
Herter just pushed off Duncan Robinson for the easy 2.
We'll go with it.
Lots going on here.
Oh my.
B-Ball Paul.
Oh, why?
B-Ball Paul, dude.
But that's what we talk about, Chris. Just the goofiest things ever.
Yeah,
he made an absolutely horrible pass. Somehow he gets it back and just flips it up.
Goofy guy. Asar with the rebound. Pistons got to take advantage. Ron Holland. Oh, my God. He really thought about shooting that.
I think he should have.
Dennis Jenkins out here.
That's a... Thank you. You gotta call.
About time.
I mean, you gotta call something. You
Dennis gotta stop being a ball hog. Says easy.
I mean, from what we've seen out of him to start this quarter,
right now though, easy. What are your options offensively?
What are your
options offensively? Your number 1 scorer, Stu, is on the bench right now. Need somebody else to make something happen. Make some magic shake.
Hey, easy. You know what we're seeing right now? We're seeing Ron Holland play the 4. He's playing the power forward.
He is playing power forward. That is a fact right now. Karis LeVert gets the ball to Ron. There was a foul there. Look, these guards, there's going to have to be somebody that has a big quarter, man. It has to be either Jenkins, LeVert, Hollins,
Let's just keep it simple. Let's just keep any guard.
Or Ivy.
Any guard right now.
I'll take anything right now.
Even Karis LeVert. I mean, somebody has to do something.
This offense has just been rough. But, I mean, again, it's to be expected given this situation. Triple for Desomu. Bro, he is balling.
When you talk about
Not ideal, man. Not ideal.
Easy, yeah. He is playing power forward. And to start this quarter off, it has not been looking good. I wanted to see them come out defensively, and that was a horrible turnover by Karis LeVert.
No calls there. Wow. Lots of physicality there. Didn't call anything. Ron Holland was there. Oh, got stuck. Wedgie. You got to be kidding me.
No, this Pistons team cannot get anything going right now. I mean, everything they are doing is just absolutely just not getting it done.
Yeah, this has been
somebody has to be the answer.
This has been a wild game for the Pistons so far. Down 7, though. They're within striking distance, but 7 feels like a lot in a game where you can't get a lot of offense going.
No, they can't. And we talked about in a game like this, you want your defense to turn into offense more than it has done in the past, because the fact that you do not have a number one option, right? Like, you don't have someone to actually go out there and you can give the ball to and they can go out there and score. Because throughout this game, we haven't seen that. I mean, are you putting, all your chips in Isaiah Stewart coming back in and giving you another 10 points? Like, I'm not sure what's going on.
No, you're not.
One of these guards have to step up, no matter who it is, whether it's Sasser, LeVert, Ivy, Dennis, Duncan, anybody.
If you're in here, man, please like the stream and subscribe. If you aren't, we are so close to 100K, and you could be the difference. You can be. You could be that.
You could be that one subscriber.
Hey, if you are the person that puts us at 100K, and you send us a screenshot or video evidence of proving that you could do it, we definitely got something for you. We'll definitely do something special. I'll pull some strings. I'll make something happen. Easy will make something happen.
Yep. You have Chris's word.
Easy. Good point. He said he liked the stream, and it grew. Good for you. Good for you. Like the stream. let me like the stream in a couple different browsers.
Chat. Now everyone has to go like the stream.
Like the stream in a couple different browsers. Chat. It'll really help.
Gumby 777 says Pistons testing guys for contracts or trades.
I don't think it's a test. They're evaluating though.
No, they're
evaluating.
Yeah. And these, because if they are, it ain't looking too hot.
Yeah.
Most of these guys aren't gonna get us anything then.
Yeah.
At that point, because Isaiah Stewart's not the guy we're trading, so at this point, somebody else
he's
has to
untouchable
step up.
after tonight. He's untouchable. He's untouchable.
It's crazy to think that Cade's number 4. Like, how?
Yeah.
It's like, come on.
Damn, my lay might actually hit if the Bulls keep this up. What is it? Switch D's. Think the Pistons will win tonight? Down 7 feels like a lot in a game like this where you struggle to get offense. Feels like you're down more like 13 to 15 points right now. So, given the lack of offensive firepower, I am not expecting the Pistons to win this game out if you're asking me honestly right now. But can they? Absolutely.
Life easy. Life's good. Life's good, man. All right, appreciate you for all your help, man. Life's good, man. It's all credit to you, man. Life's good. Can't complain.
Absolutely. Dennis Jenkins whips it to a corner. Ron Holland.
Ron Holland absolutely saved that.
Yeah, that was not.
And
what?
Something.
Nothing? No foul there?
There's
Great finish by Ron.
No foul there, but
yeah, LeVert.
We're gonna need to see a lot more out of that.
Yeah,
a lot
and
more
LeVert,
of that.
I need you to start hitting some threes, buddy.
There we
Great
go.
steal by Javonte Green, turning defense to offense. Ooh. just like we talked about, you need plays like that.
It's literally going to be how you have to get.
And just like that, it's a one-possession game. Bulls have the ball. Triple try is off. Lots of contact. Bulls get the offensive rebound. Man, you cannot give this team second chances.
Isaiah Stewart guarding guards on the perimeter.
And blocking them.
Absolutely.
He's having a dog-ass night so far, man. Shout out to Isaiah Stewart.
It's getting to a point where, like, you might be able to say, like,
this is a legacy
DPOY? Like, I don't know. It's getting to that point. 5 blocks, 2 blocks, 5 blocks, 2 blocks.
Dennis hit the one that didn't matter. He hit the one that they whistled. He just took a step back three and it went through. Hopefully that translates. But Javonte Green, man, what a pickup. Dude, this guy Trace has been a demon in free agency. Like, you think of all the, like,
and it's not big names. It's just little contracts.
Wow. Malik Beasley sets a fucking Pistons record. Javonte Green, dog. Like, okay. It's just
Dennis got to take a break.
Yeah.
Dennis got to take a break.
But to be fair, I mean, Sasser hasn't done anything.
I understand, but that was a crazy turnover. Like, that was just
easy, just spreading hate. Easy spread and hate right now. Said Ivy off the floor. Team's coming alive. No, Ivy's been awesome tonight. He's been one of the best performers. Hasn't been offensively, and that's what you need. But
at this point, it's like you might as well put him back on the floor because he wasn't turning the ball over. I mean, at least that's a plus.
Absolutely. But they're gonna rest him for a bit because it's gonna be it's almost gonna be fourth quarter time. We're approaching the final minute of the third. Pistons down 6 with the ball. Stu gets it. Good finish. Wow, this guy Isaiah Stewart is on one.
Stu going. He might go for 40.
Dude, he's got what's he at right now?
He's 25, right?
I think 25. Yeah.
Caris LeVert.
Hey, he has a nasty Euro. I do gotta give him that.
He can score. He can when he has it going, he can score. Like that's like he's been able to do that since he got into the league. We just have to see it at a more consistent rate.
Yeah, Stu having a career game right now. Damn. Lots of shoving there, getting physical. Vucevic gets a bucket. Pistons down 4 with the ball, have a chance to make it a one possession. Nick had Ivy for 25 points, never tailing him again. Yeah, it's your fault, KJ. You should know not to tail him.
See, Nick's a degenerate gambler, okay?
Awesome might be a stretch easy, but it's been the defense. LeVert coming alive just when you need it. 3-pointer.
He's streaky, but, I mean, hey, we need it right now.
What did I say?
We need it right now.
What did I say in the first half? I said that with his first streak where he looked rough. Vucevic wide open for 3. Can't get it to go. Bulls get offensive rebound. Can't get anything off. Pistons will enter the fourth quarter down 1. Very winnable game. Very winnable game. You're going to need to see a big stretch from Ivy. Like I said, he's been awesome to me defensively. Offensively, not so much. He's been a bit passive. I think he needs to sense that this team just needs shot creation. So create shots. That's what it's going to come down to for Ivy. Stu's been just incredible. He's probably going to rest to start the fourth. You're probably going to start with B-Ball Paul and go from there. And then you got to hope that Asar, Javonte Green, Ron Holland, those defensive guys, they generate some points off turnovers. That's going to be how
it's what you wanted to see in the third quarter, but you never got it. You didn't get it until late, and you've seen what the impact was. The Pistons actually went on a scoring run. It's pretty simple. The path to victory for this Pistons team, it's creating turnovers, creating havoc, and scoring off of those turnovers. That's how they're going to get their offense. Because in the half court, it's, primarily only been Stu.
Man.
Aaron Gordon's so good.
He is.
I would love to see him on this team.
Me too. I am going against him, though, so it's F him tonight. I'll tell you that. A lot of these players perform well. Tonight was not a good night for me in fantasy, I'll tell you that.
What are they at on free throws for today?
Let's see what the stats are. Let's see what the team stats are as we approach this fourth quarter. So right now, the Bulls are winning the 3-point by a 41% to 32%. Free throw,
Not
neither
bad.
of them are getting to the line. 6
But,
of 8
yeah,
for
there's
the
not a
Pistons,
lot of-
6 to 7 for the Bulls.
The whistle ain't being blown today. I can
Yeah.
tell you that right now.
The rest
We haven't seen the whistle blown.
This
in
is
a
it right
while.
here. This is it right here, Jeff. Rebounds, 38 to 28 in favor of Chicago.
Dominating the rebound.
Yes.
But you expect that because you don't have Jalen Duren. You don't have Cade Cunningham. Jalen Duren, that's
Turnovers.
what? I think Jalen Duren's at 10, a little bit over 10 boards a game.
Points conceded
Cade's
off
at like
turnovers.
6. So I mean,
Yeah.
you are missing those key contributors.
Yeah, but you
in
still
your rebound
got,
battle.
you still
You
got
got to do better
finally-
than that.
Yeah.
You gotta want to put some fight.
Points
To me, it's the
conceded
offensive
off
rebounds.
turnovers. Yeah. Offensive rebounds,
13 to
13 to 5. Yeah, that's the big
You're
that's the big
letting up
difference
way
there.
too many second chance points.
Fast break points, 20 to 9 in favor of the Bulls. Points in the paint, even.
Everything's pretty even. It's just the rebounds.
Let's see if this is here. So, Dennis Jenkins.
Isaiah Stewart, Chaz Lanier out there.
Oh, yes. Ron Holland
Oh.
from the corner. Let's
Oh! Told you. Hey, I'm telling you,
go. Big
man.
time.
Sometimes Ron can get it going.
Absolutely.
But, man, Chaz Lanier being on the court.
Is he really?
Yeah, he's right there. Look.
Oh,
Hey,
man.
playing some pretty good defense, too. Maybe that's someone you probably could have seen in the third quarter if you did a little bit of shooting.
I love Chaz Lanier, man. I've always been an advocate of getting Chaz Lanier more minutes.
Look how he lit up the G League and the
Yeah.
like one of the few games that he was down there. Pistons G League team, by the way, really good.
Oh!
He's got stuff by the rim.
I can't tell if that was a bad pass.
I don't think it was. I think it was just he got stuffed. He got to make
Oh,
that.
you tried to one-hand that.
Yeah, you
Two-hand
gotta
that. Two-hand.
Two hands
that.
for safety, okay?
Yeah, come on, man. That was.
He's looking at it like, yeah, you got stuff by the rim, big fella.
Yeah. Shit. Not good. Not good.
But Pistons 2-point lead early in the fourth quarter. Once
Where'd
again,
Bert learn the ball, Roseville, AAU? That's crazy.
you still want to see this Pistons team.
If you listen to a Bulls
Find
broadcast,
someone to
they're
step up.
dominating us. Yeah, I wouldn't.
Yeah, they're not dominating us though.
Appreciate those that are listening here. Like, comment, share, subscribe.
Good defense.
Good
there.
defense. That's how it's got to be done, man. Defense to offense. Spray it out.
Chaz.
Chaz!
Hey, get a rook some minutes.
I'm telling
Get
you,
a
man,
rook
I
some
like his
minutes.
game. I really do. He plays cool and comfortable. And
He was
that's
one of
exactly
the
what you
he was
want.
one of the guys that I wanted the Pistons to get going
me
into
too.
that second round because he was
Me
one of
too.
the
I
names going to be
highlighted him as-
available. And he's flat out he
forget-
can shoot. He can score the ball.
I gotta check out my guy that got drafted, Rasheer Fleming, the center. I liked
The
him.
center that I wanted the Pistons
He
to
was
get
like a
was
shooter and
Ryan
like a
Kalkbrenner, the 7-footer. He's he plays for the Hornets now.
Where'd he go in the draft? Yeah,
He plays for the Hornets.
yeah. No, I know he plays there, but I don't know where he got drafted. To be honest, I don't remember.
Yeah, that's
Another
where he got
offensive
drafted.
rebound.
Oh,
No,
you mean the
like
pick? I
selection-wise,
think it was like
yeah.
a pick before, or
Oh.
2 picks before. Oh, Ron!
Ron,
Oh, let's go! Ron put the moves
that's a
on.
sick jersey, man.
Hold
Shout out
on.
that fan.
Hey,
Pistons
little kid
up
got the
6.
swag.
Just like
He got the
that,
drip.
right after I said I don't see it tonight, the Pistons proving me wrong, doing what they've done all season, proving everybody
Ron,
wrong.
go after the ball.
Playing great. Matas for 3. Boy's problem.
Rebound the ball.
I'm
you
telling
have
you-
to
I'm
rebound. That's a
telling you,
second
Jeff.
chance point right there.
I'm telling you, Jeff, man, Ron Holland's nice, but Matas is nicer. 4 blocks and 20 points.
Right now, we're seeing something right now. Oh, Dennis. Ron Come on, Ron. Hey, Ron telling you hold on
they
now.
called offensive foul.
No.
They wave it off with the Dennis Jenkins dump off. I knew they were going to off that. Second chance points killing us. Yes, you are right, KJ.
That's tough.
Art, you're right.
That's
Two-hand that. He definitely had to two-hand that.
Yeah. The second chance points are definitely killing us right now, though. I mean,
Gumby, how's Dallas, man?
step it up.
Never, or just how's Texas in general, man? I've never lived there.
JB with a challenge. I don't.
Okay.
I mean, it's not his worst.
You don't got superstar telling you to challenge,
it's
so
not
I
his
guess you
worst
can challenge whatever.
I remember that game.
People have killed JB for
What
challenges.
was that game? I think it was it Dennis that was like actively really replay that, and it was definitely gonna be a non-successful challenge. And it's like, dude, the only person on this team that you should allow to, like, if he points to you and says challenge that, is Cade Cunningham. That's it.
Absolutely.
Anybody else, like, sorry, but like that decision will be that's gonna be up to me, and it better be clear and obvious.
Shout out Matas, man. I do have him in fantasy. Shout out. He was balling for me. Not gonna lie. Don't hate it, chat. We beat the Rockets last year.
So Dallas is all right.
Yeah, Dallas would be cool. Yo, Chris, what up? What up? Spenmo Chin's in the building. Shout out, dude. Some of these Woodward people, man, they have hilarious names. I can't tell you how many people I've seen with like a profile picture of one of us from the heavyweights, like whether it's me, whether it's Spencer, whether it's Easy, Nick, like they change their YouTube channel pictures to us, man. I really appreciate that. Trey Murphy would make us a championship team. I talked about that.
100% agree. 100%. Trey Murphy is like,
my apologies.
If the Pistons could go after any player, that would be the player that I want them to go get.
Even above Laurie?
Even above Laurie.
Because I know you were big on the Laurie train earlier.
It's cheaper.
I just think Trey Murphy's better.
He's better at what he's more athletic. He has better defense. That's what he gives you. Laurie's a better stretch big.
They got the
but
same
Trey
amount
Murphy
of 40-point
is
games, I think, this season.
Trey
Murphy
has
more.
Yeah, Trey Murphy is just like an all around kind of like a 3 to 4, depending on the night that you need him. But yeah, Trey Murphy, I'm definitely with you on that one. I would put him above Laurie now. I've seen him the play that he's had this season on that Pelicans team. It's hard to ignore that he would automatically make this Pistons team a championship team. Like they would automatically be like one of the favorites in the finals. They already are already, but he kind of puts it over the top. Let's see what they did with the challenge here. Did they keep it? JB looks still angry. No word yet.
No word yet.
Which Ron was going to foul too in that.
Oh, yeah, dude. I don't think he was still moving. Okay, Pistons got the ball back. It was a successful challenge.
Though.
Chaz Lanier.
That was a good. I like that though. I like it though. I can't be mad that he missed it.
That was a tough shot
because it looked good.
That was a tough shot.
Those are like the type of actions that you actually seen Malik Beasley run last year.
Absolutely. And that's what you need. Like you need the Beasley Hardaway roll. You need another one, especially on a night.
Good defense.
Especially on a night if Duncan ain't going. Javante, man, what a dog.
Just does everything you need them to do. Chaz for 3. Let's go! Chaz is out here heating up.
Showing out.
Hey, Chaz going to be the one to step up.
Rookie of the year. Put your money in now. No, I should say that to you and Nick. You D-Gens would actually do it.
No, I'm not going to do it. I'm not doing that. I'm
in put 5 on it.
No, I want to win money, not lose the money. Like I'm automatically know as I'm losing the money. Matter of fact, they don't even have odds for him to win. that
Rando
award, so
saying who loses their spot or playing time. We'll talk about that next. We'll talk about that next break because I want to give that a good 60 seconds. But if we make a Trey Murphy trade, what would be the players that would lose their spots? And it's a tougher conversation than you think, because right now, Javonte Green.
With the reverse Grinches.
You can't leave DeSumo open.
And he
That's
missed
the
it,
only guy
though.
that shot.
But once again, just get on the boards.
Yeah. Mataz again from 3. It's off. Chaz Lanier with the rebound.
Give it right back. Oh.
Yeah. Timeout. He probably wants to get some type of different unit in.
It's one of those times where you see a trailer, like you would just want like a simple like little dump off and just like set a little screen, and just boom.
Yeah.
Especially for a shooter, like right in rhythm.
Chaz is greater than Goff. Chaz is greater than Karras.
But let's talk about that right now.
Yeah. If you bring in Trey Murphy, you're shipping out probably either one of 2 packages. Either you're shipping out Karras and Ivy, or you're shipping out Tobias. So if you do the Karras and Ivy, I think it's pretty self-explanatory there. The Tobias, I think the majority of the minutes he takes are those minutes. The Tobias one is a bit trickier because, he's not somebody I'm comfortable playing a lot of 4. And that's why if I do the Trey Murphy trade, I actually would want to go the Karras and Ivy route rather than Tobias. Or if you do the Tobias, I'd like to have another trade in motion, because then you thin yourself out very fast up in the front court. Because then you talk about Ron Holland is legitimately your backup power forward.
But then Trey Murphy is essentially going to be playing that Tobias role. And Asar can play that 4 role. He can play that 4 role, essentially with his athleticism, his size. He's able to do that. Like, he's able to interchange throughout those, almost like positionless basketball. That's what Asar can bring you. So even if you had to play Trey Murphy at the 3, I think Asar just steps up and goes to the 4, especially with his strength, his athleticism. It's a little bit easier for Asar to do that. But Trey Murphy does play the 4 sometimes in New Orleans right now, so it's not that he's unfamiliar with that. So I'm actually for the Tobias route because it's an expiring contract that you can get rid of, and you're gonna bring someone. You could bring someone in that now you're gonna have under contract for a few more years.
Yeah,
and you only really had to give up Tobias and maybe someone else, another player, and then obviously a boatload of picks. Which, hey, the Pistons are in F those picks territory.
Oh my
100%.
goodness, Namus Keita. You bum. Another one of my fantasy players. You bum. He just had 3 tries at the rim.
All right, yeah.
But
Chris crashing out over fantasy.
Dude, I have to make the playoffs in my league this year. The slander on my name is ridiculous. Like, I'm not a former champion and an absolute king. But I had 2 bad years. Back to back. All right, Pistons coming back. Okay.
Grab him by his ears. Grab him by his ears and tell him.
Hey, AI's gonna go crazy with that one. Dennis Jenkins out there for the Pistons, looking to run an action with Stu.
Freshly off getting his ears grabbed.
Misses a shot. Mataz bringing it up. 83-88, Pistons in the lead. You'll love what you've seen in this 4th quarter stretch from the Pistons so far.
They just got
to tighten up the
second
glass.
chance points.
Yep, tighten up on the glass.
They're letting up way too many offensive rebounds, and it's no effort.
Yeah,
when you see those type of.
Well, part of it too is a lot of these are long rebounds. So it's really hard.
But you gotta get a body on.
Yeah.
Everyone, and cause especially you're undersized right now. So you don't have someone that can just jump over and grab the boards.
Pulls it. Ron Holland, that was a grown man rebound.
Dennis.
Okay, Dennis got it back.
Okay, now the Pistons getting some offensive. Oh,
Stu! Wow.
Let's go.
Stu, man.
Pistons up by 7. Isaiah Stewart career high, 27 points. Chris, you might not have been joking when you said he was on pace for 34 points. That is very, very gettable at this point.
Stu's going crazy, man. This is an amazing game from Stu. Like this is like really, really good. I can't believe how efficient he's been. And his decision making.
He doesn't have it.
Run it out.
They collapsed that time. They collapsed hard on Stu.
And there he is
right
again.
Back. Another dunk. That's 29 points. 6 minutes left. Pistons up 92-85.
Now he started this fourth, right? So I think they're gonna probably bench him for a minute or two.
I would imagine that they do let him get a quick break, but I mean, Stu bringing it tonight. Defensively, offensively,
I gotta see his
he's
plus minus. It's
probably insane.
It's got to be something gross. It's got to be something absolutely disgusting. Let's see. His plus minus. Oh wait, that's Chicago. Sorry, I was like, why is it so low? Stu's plus minus is only +6. Ron Holland and Dennis Jenkins lead the way at +12.
Ron Holland?
Sense.
I mean, Ron Holland
That makes
went.
sense. So they're going against the
Ron Holland went sky high to get that board.
Yeah, that was
but
a nice ass
Stu
board.
is he's the starter with the best plus minus.
Yeah.
And no other starter has over a positive plus minus. He's the only one at +6.
Yeah. No, he's been awesome tonight. Asar with the nice stat line too. 7 points, 8 boards, 2 assists, 2 steals, 1 block.
I need to see him get two more assists, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just 2 more assists for the parleasy, for the parlay.
So
but I only put 5.
So is Ivy done tonight?
Not like Nick.
Is Ivy done tonight?
We haven't seen him in a while.
And he's at 20 minutes, which is
I would
their
hate
cap.
I would hate to see him capped out on a game where you
was
have
starting.
no Cade Cunningham, but that's pretty crazy. Especially no fourth quarter minutes for him. Like, that's kind of wild.
Shout out 65 Grove, 65 Grove side Youngin. Let's go. All my money on Pistons. Shout out.
So they are giving Isaiah Stewart a quick break here. Paul Reed into the game. I believe that foul was just called on Dennis Jenkins. Pistons just need to keep up the energy. Stop. Once again, they have to stop letting up second chance points. Dennis Jenkins got the rebound there.
Pistons up 7 with the ball.
Asar.
Got Asar. Aggressive take. Couldn't get it to go. Trey Jones finds DeSumo.
Good board.
Good board for Reed.
It's like
Good board for B-Ball Paul.
they got let off with a break on that one because he was wide open.
All right. Paul Reed with the fadeaway. No, but Dennis
with the
crashing the
board.
glass. Man, he's done everything but score tonight, though. But he's been good literally everywhere but scoring, which is probably the place you thought you needed him most.
Oh, what a pass!
Yes!
The Chaz! Let's go,
Chaz.
Rook. What's that? That's, I believe, 8 points for Chaz now. And probably, how many minutes does he have? 8 minutes, 8 points.
Shout out.
3 or 4,
Pistons
2
got
for
the
2.
ball. B-Ball Paul walking it up.
Chaz hooping. Chaz is hooping.
Absolutely. Dennis set a screen. Gets the screen from Reed. Reed floats it up. 12-point Piston lead. Double-digit lead. 4 minutes left. Chicago's calling a timeout.
That's another one of those goofy Paul Reed points. Like, it's just like insane how he just flipped it up. What a pass by Dennis to Chaz, though.
Dennis would
It's
be
almost
on
like he
Dennis would be on
it.
triple-double watch if he wasn't 1 of 8. Shout out to KJ.
Scoring, Dennis has not had it tonight, but he has made some absolutely great passes that have.
But Chaz, man, that's that arc. You see why that's like what I wanted over a Karis LeVert was like something like that, because we saw it work so well. Somebody that could just fill the spot,
Malik
shoot,
Beasley.
and step in. And I do think there is a role for Karis though. I do. But that is what I want this Pistons team to have, is multiple of those. Because if Duncan Robinson isn't going, if you could trust a guy like Chaz, which again I'm not implying all of that off of one. I'm not my booth boy Microwave. Shout out Microwave Nick. But I think that is the archetype of player you need, and you need multiple of those, because having one of those out on the floor at all times for the Pistons is huge.
And when he was drafted, I thought he would immediately step in, even as a second-round pick, because he's played a lot of basketball. He played a lot of college basketball, and he has experience. And he would be able to go in and step in right away and fill a role that the Pistons were losing, especially with the news that Malik Beasley obviously wouldn't be back with the team. Mm-hmm. And we haven't really seen him too much, but when we have seen him, he's played pretty well, especially in this game. He's played extremely well.
Absolutely.
Vooch gets a easy bucket there.
Pistons with the ball and the lead. Up 10.
Oh.
Dennis with the pass.
That's a dangerous pass right there, Dennis.
Dennis was Magic Johnson's too. Shout out Spencer. He said Dennis was Magic Johnson's, Stu was Kareem. That's his summary of the game.
That's crazy. That is crazy. That
is hilarious.
Not them both being 5 inches shorter than their counterparts.
Dennis though, with the find.
Asar.
That's a great take. Pistons up 12. 3.5 minutes left. You really just got to hang on. And there's a steal for Asar. Javonte Green. Oh!
They're not going to give that to him, are
they? They're not going to give that to him,
but that's
wow.
Sick. That was sick. That was a high arcing
14 assists tonight for Dennis Jenkins. Whoo!
Honestly, I didn't think he was at that. I didn't think he was at that.
I didn't know. My fault, big
That's
dog.
insane. Oh, and he finds another one. Javonte.
Oh, 15 would have. Damn. I thought about picking him up today, too. But I was like, nah, let me not be dramatic. Pistons. Oh, Javonte Green.
It's a foul, though.
Yeah. I think it was goaltend. I think they called
Was it?
Let's see. Looked more like a goaltend call than a foul call, to be honest with you. Easy with the hate.
No, they did not start winning when they took Ivy out. Matter of fact, they went through a period where even with Dennis, they could not get anything going. So it's definitely not Ivy. I mean, Ivy was playing pretty well.
I got the 10.5 independent Bulls run line. Crazy. They dead ass started winning. Yeah. Ish Smith crazy stat.
Ish Smith was a little hooper.
Yeah,
he was a little hooper for the dark days.
Yeah.
If you were there for those days, you're a fan. You're a fan, man.
Easy coming at you saying, what are you talking about? What are you talking about, Hefe?
They did not start winning when Ivy got out.
With the rebound, Chaz Lanier bringing up. Go ahead, just pull it, big dog.
When Dennis got onto the floor, it was still like a 5 to 6 minute stretch where they were still struggling to get going.
Huh! Oh, I thought that was going in. Shout out to Chaz.
Easy. He's capped out at 20 minutes, bud.
Yeah.
Like,
good thing the Bulls
what do you want the kid to do?
Yeah, they have gotten some good.
He wasn't playing horrible.
Have been lucky that they missed. Absolutely.
I mean, am I crazy? Because he wasn't playing horrible. He's just capped out. I mean, it's not his fault. He's capped out at 20 minutes.
Oh, Javonte Green. Man, you gotta love what Javonte Green is.
Did he get a foul call on that one? He did. Pistons ball.
Pistons ball, 2.5 minutes, up 12.
Up 12. No Cade, no Duren, no Tobias. This Pistons team finding a way to get it done shorthanded like they have done multiple times throughout this season.
Steve-O, Ivy is ass. Jeff, let's be real. I can't say all that.
Yeah, you can't say the
Who is
dude's
bookie
ass.
for the pickleball attorney? It's for sure. Ooh, who would be our bookie? Who would be our bookie at Woodward? It'd have to be Nick. It'd have to be Nick.
Sleeper? Maz.
Yeah.
Maz taking.
Oh, yeah.
bets
Oh, no.
underneath
Maz is
the
our bookie
table.
100%. Maz is our bookie 1,000%. You're right on that. You're right on that. Pistons up 14. Bulls get another open three, and it's through from Vucevic. Man, they are just they're getting a lot of looks, and they haven't hit them. But, again, it's not a talented squad, so can't say you ask. But
Still up by 11.
this Pistons team somehow found their way to 100 points. Don't ask me how, because I genuinely don't know.
We know how.
Great.
That.
Dude, honestly,
Defensively,
that has been
defensively they turned it up a notch. They started to get, points off turnovers. They cut down letting up so many second chance points. I mean, we talked about it. The offensive rebounding, they had to stop giving up so many offensive rebounds. And throughout this stretch where they have separated themselves, that is what they have started to do. And with their cutting, making the right passes, hitting their shots is how they have stepped into this 13-point lead here in the fourth.
Yeah, and I think a big part of that offense tonight, when you talk about the offensive success, has been Stu just getting that two-man action off the roll and making the right read, whether it's take it up himself, look for the cutter, or the spray out three. He's just made a lot of great decisions. This has been like a Draymond Green type of offensive performance from him, where he's not, although he's making all the points too, so it's a little bit different. But in terms of the decision-making that he's been tasked with, that's been a big responsibility and a big reason why the Pistons are winning this game, and a big reason why their offense has been able to get over 100 points despite it being a struggle. It's really been Stu, man. This is really impressive, because if he can bring this on a consistent level, and he's done it when he's been called upon, but if he could do that, what that can unlock for this Piston team and this Piston offense is just spectacular, man. Burn with the super chat. Pistons are feeding Stu the ball like he's Wilt in the 100-point game. That's a fact. That's facts. Stu is just going crazy, man. This is an awesome game, and it's not hot take to say it's a career night. He literally has a career high in points.
It seriously is a career night.
Yeah.
Offensively, that is.
Yeah, for sure. Offensively, he's probably got some demon game with 5 blocks, 6 blocks, something like that. Javonte Green has been the other show out in this fourth quarter.
In the fourth quarter, yes. Absolutely, he stepped up.
Yeah.
100%. Him, Ron Holland, Chaz Lanier, Dennis, and
yep.
Stu. Those are the players that have truly stepped up in this fourth quarter the Pistons have – did they count that bucket? Right now they have a 15-point lead.
Hey, Chris, since you love plus minus so much, I don't love it so much. I just read it. I don't really care for the plus minus.
It's a stat. It's one of the stats you can look at to see.
Yeah. Ivy is the only minus for the Pistons tonight at -6. But I think there's context to that, bud. He's a starter, so he's going against the best units. You look at guys.
He also capped out in the
So
halfway
are
through the
you
third
going to tell
quarter.
me that Marcus Sasser 0 for 1 from the floor he was +1? Was he better than Ivy tonight?
Yeah. It's
about context.
Like I say all the time, Chris, you have to pair stats with not only other stats, but the eye test as well.
Yes, exactly.
And if you're not going to use stats with your eye test, then there's no point in reading the stats. There's no point in looking at the stats, because they're not going to tell you everything. You have to use your eyes in order to know, hey, is Jaden Ivey played the worst on this team this game? No, absolutely not. He hasn't been, that bad. He's capped out at 20 minutes halfway through the third.
We
But
got a New
Pistons
York
get the
Knicks
dub.
fan in the chat. Love to see it. Love to see it.
We love to see the Knicks over here watching a real basketball
Hate
team.
watching,
you
yeah,
know?
no, I-
You're
I
watching
get
a
it.
real basketball
I
team
get
at
it.
work
I'd-
here.
I'd
all right?
wanna watch
no
great-
Cade Cunningham, no Jalen Duren, no Tobias Harris out here still a double-digit win.
I get it, man. I'd want to watch good basketball too if I was in New York.
See, that's what happens when the Pistons beat them that bad. The Knicks
it's
fans
trash
want to
out.
turn into Pistons
Love
fans.
it. Javonte Green just capping off what is amazing fourth quarter for him.
18-point lead.
Mataz dumps it off in the corner for
Who's that?
another three.
Was that Patrick Williams?
Dude, Patrick Williams was hitting
I
some threes
swear.
tonight.
This is like he just hits that corner three or something.
Hey, man,
It's so
90,
crazy.
$90 million. He's got to get 90 points this season. He's got to.
Pistons
He's
with
so bad.
Pistons
Pistons are
gonna
going to
finish
dribble
it
out
out.
the clock. That is it. The Pistons win 108-93.
held them under
What a
100
win.
points.
Had to. This Pistons team could barely get above 100, so you had to hold them under 100.
What
so.
they
But they
did,
did.
and it was, and now
did.
it looks like a dominating win, in which it wasn't, but it looks that way. And in this fourth quarter, you absolutely dominated. That's clear and simple.
That was-
this
that was
fourth
awesome.
quarter, the Pistons dominated, and that's the reason why they won. It was not just one person stepped up; it was multiple people stepping up. Isaiah Stewart,
31.
Dennis Jenkins,
31 for
It's
Stu. I was
crazy.
close.
Dennis Jenkins, what was that? Did he end with 14 or did he get
15 assists.
15 assists. Javonte Green steals, easy buckets in transition, a couple threes. Ron Holland with a huge board over top of. I can't remember who was over top of, but it essentially kind of started that little bit of a spark.
Yes.
And he took it to the rim multiple times as well. And then, of course, your rook, Chaz Lanier, coming through, knocking down some big shots in this fourth quarter.
Next Ray Allen.
Can't forget.
Smash the like button. Chat for a Pistons
Next
victory.
Ray Allen is crazy.
Smash the like button. I'll take Michael Redd at least.
Dang, not Michael.
We got 100 people in here, man. Let's get to 100 likes. What are we doing here? Chat? The Pistons
Smash the
won.
like button.
Play that song. You're right. Richard Pinkston with the $2 super chat. Pistons win again. 69 likes. Although I like that number, we're gonna have to get it to 100.
Gotta
Chat.
gotta get to
Chris
100.
Platte, aka Platte Pods, with my guy Jeff. Once again, shout out to Kool-Aid, our Pistons beat reporter. He is off tonight because he is celebrating his wife's birthday. So happy birthday to Mrs. Kool-Aid. Thank you all for tapping in here on Woodward Sports. Jeff, that was a hell of a quarter and a half for the Pistons.
It
to
was.
Close it
They
out.
closed out the third quarter doing exactly what we called for them to do, which is they needed to stop letting up the offensive rebounds, which they did. They cleaned it up. And then they started to force turnovers. And when they started to force those turnovers, they scored easy transition buckets off those turnovers. And then, of course, that kind of got them into a flow where then even in their half-court offense, you've seen Dennis Jenkins start to get a little bit more comfortable. And he was able to dish it to Javonte Green,
Yes.
Isaiah Stewart, and Chaz Lanier, who knocked down really big shots that allowed this Pistons team to simply get ahead of the Bulls, where they exactly what they needed to do. Get this game out of reach in order for them to secure a big win.
Yeah, I think, look, no Cade, no Duren, and to have this type of performance, again, this is why when we talk about making trades and stuff, this is why it's very risky to do it, because J.B. Bickerstaff has made it clear, he's said it several times, players can be superstars within their roles, and you see it. This is a well-oiled machine. They know whoever's in and out, okay, now this responsibility goes to this person. This responsibility goes to that person. It's a very, very well-constructed, well-run, oiled machine. But the trade stuff is for another day, man. The Pistons had a great win tonight. I think this is a very impressive win to win by double digits without Cade and Duren against a Bulls team who I know isn't good and also missing their best player in Josh Giddey and maybe another high-level player in Kobe White who struggled this year. But I thought to see those guys step up, particularly a lot of those role players step up. Javonte Green in that third and fourth quarter, the stretch he had. I thought you literally needed everybody. You go up and down this list, man. The whole box score, you could highlight everybody, and I won't highlight everybody, but I mean, you have Duncan Robinson hitting a couple threes. You have B-Ball Paul giving you solid minutes at the center position. You have Ivy giving you good defense and orchestrating to start this offense when it looked like it was in a tailspin. And then Dennis Jenkins didn't have the shot going, 1 of 8 from the floor, but 15 assists, a Pistons record off the bench. That was insane. Again, Chaz Lanier coming in and shooting the ball well. Karis LeVert having a good stretch after having a bad stretch. Everything was needed tonight for this Piston team to get a win. And that being said, man, I think it's clear the MVP is Stu, though.
It's
just
without
what
a
he
doubt.
did,
I mean,
what he did.
Defensively, what he gave you, he gives you every night.
Yeah.
That's Stu.
Only 3 rebounds is surprising, but 31 points,
once
2
again, though,
blocks, 1 assist.
We don't think of Stu as an elite rebounder.
Yeah.
You know, let's keep it real. He's an undersized big man.
Yeah.
He's not going to grab those boards over, Vucevic. So it's like we're not expecting him to, win the rebound battle, which he didn't. The Pistons tonight, they needed to get rebounds from everyone. It had to have been a collective unit. But when you talk about MVP of tonight, it's definitely Stu.
Absolutely.
What you've seen from him was he got to his spots.
Mm-hmm.
He took his time. He was patient. He was able to create a little bit of separation with his strength, and he hit multiple of those little hook shots that were absolutely money tonight. And on top of that, him being a lob threat, him, doing something that Jalen Duren does from time to time, which is taking the ball from the top of the key and driving to the rack and just getting an easy layup because the defense they're not going to stop you with that head of steam. So Stu was absolutely amazing tonight. He only missed 3 shots. That's it. Extremely efficient.
Yeah, to have 17 shots and only miss 3, I mean, that is insane.
31 points.
Burn with the super chat here. That was, as Neil would say, good team shit. The Pistons were down their best players and still better than a mid team. Messed around, then shut it down. Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I said it in the stream, so obviously, I can't lie. But I was asked earlier in the chat in the third quarter, are the Pistons going to win when they were down 7? I said, I don't think so because this offense just hasn't been able to get it going. But they absolutely flipped on the kill switch, went into attack mode, and it was a difference, man. It really was. It was a phenomenal game. But as for Stewart, man, again, I go to the fact that they were running that pick and roll action, and they would just get him off of the slip, and he was just time and time again making the right decisions, whether it was to pass out to the three-pointer, hit the cutter, or himself work it in the post. And I love his patience. We talked about it several times. Like the footwork. You saw the misses. We highlighted the misses were the ones where he didn't have patience.
Yeah, he rushed it. He was sloppy.
But
when he did, he honestly could have went 100% from the field.
3 in the key. Every ounce of it.
He missed 1 3, which was a step back, which like we said, that's not his game.
And I think it was 2 on the shot clock, so I think he had to shoot it.
And it was 2 sloppy layups that he just, he didn't take his time with.
Yeah,
that's it. Other than that, he was extremely efficient. But it was this Pistons defense and their energy that allowed them to turn this game around and go up by double digits and keep that lead and secure a win by double digits. It was their defense and their energy that did that. Because we talk about their offense being stagnant.
Yeah. And
the Pistons are at their best when they are creating turnovers, and those turnovers are turning into points. That is when they're at their best. When they create havoc, that's when they're at their best.
Smash the like button, chat. We are closing in on 100 likes. Let's get to 100 likes. We got 116 people in here, so clearly there's some people in here that haven't liked the stream. Go do it. Yeah, I'm just reading some of the comments here. We got the Ivy conversation. We'll have a little bit of Ivy conversation after this, but I do want to highlight some some MVPs. A lot of people in here saying Stu. I think that is the runaway answer. Gumby said, "Did Unkin play? He did play, and he had a good start to the game, and that was exactly what you needed. Just give Dennis Jenkins a real contract. Don't worry, Dennis Jenkins is getting a Piston contract that will extend beyond this year. He'll probably get one for this year, for the remainder of the year, but then in the offseason, he will be re-signed as a Piston. Dennis Jenkins is not going anywhere. Yeah. The more we win, the more I think no move or a little one at the deadline. Again, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough to have that conversation because you talk about a night like tonight where your role players understand exactly what is needed of them. They have trust, confidence, and chemistry with one another, and it's just very hard to go get that. I'm not saying there isn't a move to make. I was just on air a couple hours ago saying to make a move. So I think there are moves to make, but it is something that you do have to really consider. Again, Tobias Harris not having the best year, but the locker room guy that he is, the fact that he knows he can exactly what is expected of him in this organization on and off the court is a huge part of their success, a huge catalyst of their success. So I think it's going to be interesting, but
is this there's a big difference though. Of course, the Pistons can go out there and they can get a Trey Murphy. They can go get an MPJ. They can do those things. But if the Thunder have showed us anything, if the Pacers have showed us anything, that sometimes you just need role players that do their job at an extremely well. Like if Javonte Green is out here giving you, these type of minutes and he's doing, exactly what he's supposed to be doing, but at a superstar level as a role player, like that's going to equate for this Pistons team to not only be deep, but to be extremely dangerous because now they can get help from anywhere. They can get this type of defense from anywhere. They can get this type of energy from anywhere on their team. So therefore, it's kind of like, do you mess that up?
Yeah.
Because this team does have a lot of role players that have just been superstar role players so far this season.
Yeah, and you have youth, and so it's very risky dicing it up.
You don't want to get rid of Asar. You don't want to get rid of Ron Holland. You'd rather not get rid of those guys because those guys are still developing.
Yes, and even Ivy. Again, I think that part of the Ivy conversation. Look, he was the only minus. Like that's the elephant in the room.
Yeah,
right now.
But he was also the only starter with only 20 minutes. Every other starter went over 20 minutes.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of things you could look at when you're just looking at Ivy. Well, he wasn't a part of that third, fourth quarter where what do you want him to do?
Now
he wasn't there.
You can have the conversation. Is it Ivy's? Would that have turn around have happened with Ivy versus Dennis Jenkins? We don't know the answer, but
can we say that Dennis was the better playmaker? Yeah, we can say that he was the better playmaker, but he also went 1 of 8 from the floor.
Yeah, so
Asar was. I mean, Jaden Ivey was the better offensive option scoring wise, but it's just what you needed and what you didn't need at that moment. And if Dennis is out there and he was leading the way, making plays for others, then that's kind of why he was left in the game. Yeah. It's not a thing that Jaden Ivey, did, played extremely bad or anything like that. But it's just simply, well, he hit his 20 minutes again, Chris.
Yeah.
So that we'll go ahead and just cap him out there.
Yeah, exactly.
No matter what, we'll cap him out at that 20 minutes. And then, obviously Dennis just had it going, making plays for others. And it's as simple as that.
Yeah, I think that really is what it comes down to for this Piston team. But, it's going to be interesting to see how they monitor the Ivy situation. I think it's still clear that the fact that he is playing 20 minutes per game and you're seeing everybody else's minutes fluctuate. Dennis Jenkins is in the rotation, out the rotation, lots of minutes, small minutes. Like everybody's minutes are fluctuating, but Ivy's lets me know that there is some type of plan in place. Yeah. So we're going to have to see. But I will say, regardless, I do think it's time to start reconsidering that action plan, whether that's giving him more, hey, you get the minutes you earned tonight, or giving him more minutes, because ultimately I think this capping him at 20 minutes stuff, I think he's really struggling to get a feel and a rhythm.
It's hard to get a rhythm.
I think
it's hard to get a groove when
he has a good game, then a bad game, a good game, then a bad game, and so it seems like it's very
Take the
moon
training
sun
wheels
moon
off.
sun. So
and I've told you this with Asar. It's take the training wheels off.
yeah,
And you see, they took the training wheels off for the next game, and Asar had his best game of the year.
yeah. I can't put a lot on Ivy again. He also showed me great strides defensively.
Defensively, he had I've seen at least 4 to 5 great plays defensively
Yes.
tonight.
And that's something that's important progression. And then we've seen the 3-point shot, and then we saw before the injuries all of the athleticism and stuff. So if he can get that back, if he can pair the athleticism with the shooting, that now I think even the most skeptical people of Ivy now believe in him as a shooter. And then you pair that with the defense you saw tonight, and he can put all 3 of those things together. That's still a very good player. Now, do you want to bet that to happen? I don't know. That's your call. But for me, I think that they have to change something about what they're doing with Ivy, because I think that they're capping what they can see from him. Because I don't think he's giving you a chance. I don't think he's been given a chance to really showcase what he is. Now, I'm not saying give him the minutes by any means, but I think that there's just something about it that I'm not entirely putting on Ivy right now. Like I can't. I watch the game and I don't see Ivy as playing terrible. I see him as having maybe a bad game or a bad stretch or whatever. But for the most part, I don't look at him as a bad player. I think he's a player that has been up and down, inconsistent. And he's been inconsistent before.
Whoa.
So it's one of those things. What?
Trae Young was just traded to the Wizards for
Trae
CJ
Young
McCollum
traded
and
to the
Corey
Wizards.
Kispert.
Who? For what? Corey Kispert and CJ McCollum?
CJ McCollum and Corey Kispert.
That is so crazy to me. That is
insane.
insane.
Trae Young is not a bad player. I mean, he's just not. I mean,
But
I can understand that the Hawks just don't want to pay him, and I can understand it. But yeah, I mean, and just to clear up some things in the chat, yeah, Jamoke, you kind of are right, but you kind of aren't. He says, "Oh my gosh, is he hurt or is he playing? He can't be both."
Yeah.
Well, it's tough because we want to say like if he can play, he can play. Like go put him out there, but he is actually coming back from an injury that kept him out for the rest of the season. That was that broken leg, and then he had a knee procedure after that coming into this training camp. So they're being very cautious, and I'm with you though. I want him to play. It's time to take the training wheels off a little bit.
There's something. I just feel like you just can't see everything of what he is. So I think if you're trying to evaluate him to make that decision on what you see of him in the future, I think you have to just change your approach right now if you're the Pistons organization. I say that with the super chat. Said Chris, when's the next time you're going to LCA? We should get a bunch of the WSN members to show up and show out. Absolutely, man. Every time I'm there, I link with Kool-Aid. I will let you guys know on a broadcast the next Piston game I'm going to. I'm talking about doing a little double date action with a good friend of mine and going to a Piston game soon. But whatever Piston game I go to, I will let the chat know. And I'm always available and accessible. Chat, reach out to me, whether it be on the socials or in the comments here on a stream leading up to the game. And I will absolutely meet with you guys. And usually I go to second best either before or after the game. Shout out second best. Great food, great atmosphere. I'm always down to link with the people and show love for all the people that show love for me and for this network. So I appreciate that big time. And man, please, it makes my day just as much as it makes yours. Linking up, and just and just sending love. But yeah, the Trae Young thing is crazy though. Yeah. The fact that they were excited to get Corey Kispert is nuts.
He could shoot.
Hey, he's a nice kid, but yeah.
But we do got something else I wanted to highlight in the chat. Kank 2987 WSN staff. This team seems to be well balanced, as evidenced. Play tonight's game. The coaching was stellar. Do you agree with this assessment? I do agree with this assessment. I believe that JB is coach of the year. it's pretty simple. He should have been Coach of the Year last year. I've highlighted, the play in Isaiah Stewart and Jalen Duren under JB that has allowed them to ascend to new levels. Well, it's this team as well. This team, they have an identity now, and that's something that can't be overlooked. They play extremely hard. They defend at an extremely high level. They create turnovers. They create havoc, and they're extremely deep, and they can get anyone can get hot on any given night. We've seen Dennis get hot. We've seen Karras get hot. We've seen Marcus Sasser get hot. Even Jaden Ivey's gotten hot sometimes off the bench as well. Stu tonight, extremely, he's being thrust into a starting role, and he exceeded expectations. Yeah. So, yes, I do agree with that assessment. It is coaching at the end of the day that JB has gotten this team an identity that you didn't see under Monty, and as well as he's unlocked the potential, and he continues to unlock the potential of everyone.
It doesn't matter who they are, Jeff. Again, you talk about a guy like Dan Jenkins, all of a sudden, Dan Jenkins would not have been the Dan Jenkins. Say he goes to the Nets and he just gets free runaway to do, whatever. I don't think you see the same success that Dan Jenkins has here. You just don't. Even if you have the opportunity, it's not just about the opportunity. It's about the preparation. And JB Bickerstaff does a great job, better than anybody. You see all the young players talk about how simple JB Bickerstaff makes the game for them. And that's huge. Randall Small says, dare we start saying we are the team to beat? I think you can absolutely say that in the Eastern Conference. The West, look, man, OKC. But OKC has been kind of, slipping lately. But, I'm still not. Hey, I'm not saying Candyman's name.
Listen,
I'm not saying Candyman's name.
They are the reigning champions.
Yeah.
So they do have that respect that, yes, in the West and in the NBA especially, they're definitely the team to beat because they have showed that they are not slowing down at all after winning a championship. They are right back at the top of the West and the top of the NBA for that matter. But the Pistons, as I believe, still the second best record-wise team in the NBA, right?
Double check the standings, but I believe.
But they are top of the East, and they are absolutely the team to beat in the East, 100%. And they showcased that when they absolutely destroyed the New York Knicks.
Yes, they are.
That was their okay. Y'all said that we can't beat good teams. Well, we just blew out the New York Knicks.
Yep.
And they have, I believe, the highest record percentage-wise against teams above 500.
10-4.
So the narrative that the Pistons no longer, they said that the Pistons don't beat good teams, that's incorrect because they have the highest win percentage against teams above 500. So that narrative is out the window now.
Yeah.
This Pistons team is for real, and that is due to JB, this coaching staff, Cade Cunningham especially, but everybody on this team has continued to step up and ascend to new levels. And that's exactly why this team is so dangerous. And yes, we can say it. They are the team to beat in the East. 100%.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely, man. Missionuga with the super chat. They did it for Brandon's wife tonight. Hey, shout out once again, Kool-Aid.
It was a birthday gift.
Happy birthday. Yeah, beautiful birthday gift. I'm sure Kool-Aid is at home smiling with the family. I'm sure the whole family's smiling, man. Sending love from the Woodward Sports Studio and desk to you.
Sir.
Yeah, man. I think before we get out of here, I do just kind of want to take a look at the Pistons' upcoming schedule here.
Before we get there, Chris.
What?
101
likes.
We appreciate y'all, chat. We do very much. We just got over 100 likes. We appreciate y'all for joining us, supporting us as we give you our Pistons coverage and hear what we have to say on the Pistons.
Yeah, man. That trade talk is going to heat up, though, Jeff, because you know why?
It is.
Looking at the schedule.
As this gets closer to that deadline, it's going to heat up.
But 100%. Also, look at this.
But this team, they've shown that they're good, even though, even if they don't make a trade, they've shown, hey, we'll still beat the snot out of you.
Yeah. But this is why it's going to pick up, because it's Wednesday, right?
Yep.
They don't play again until Saturday. And then they don't play again till the following Thursday.
Yeah.
And then Saturday. They play 3 times in the next, what is that, 10 days?
Yeah. It's a little bit more than that, right?
Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Yeah, no, 10 days.
Okay.
10 days. So, dude, we have like not a lot of basketball to watch over the next week and a half here. So that trade machine, man, it's gonna get kicking.
We gotta talk about something.
We gotta talk about something.
Let's go ahead and cook it up.
Against LA, against Phoenix. Phoenix has been an impressive story this year. The fact that they've kind of righted that ship. And then Indiana, who's on I think a 14-game losing streak, 15-game losing streak.
Indiana it's just tough. It's gonna be tough for them. No Hallie.
But hey, man, they might be having the biggest blessing of all time for Hallie to just be out for a year and get a top pick and then get
especially after losing Miles Turner. Come on.
Yeah, no.
But they are still.
But Achilles
a team,
injuries is for real.
Yeah.
Some players aren't the same.
The Pacers are still a team that I don't care. I want to see the Pistons go out there and handle business against them because
I want to see them handle business against everybody.
They have been one of the teams that. It's like it's one of the Pistons' biggest rivals. Especially this past year under JB. Like it's been that way. It's gotten back to that old feeling of the Pistons versus the Pacers, and that's something that you love to see.
And what's great here? So they're home against New York, right? Monday. They're home against Chicago tonight. Then they got home against the Clippers, home against the Suns, home against the Pacers. They are not leaving the state of Michigan for another. Well, then they got home again, Boston. They don't have to be away from Detroit until Wednesday, January 21st.
They get to relax, recharge.
This is going to be a huge step for the Pistons, man. A huge break.
They had a huge, away games where they were playing in out west, and it was late, and we weren't here to cover that. But this Pistons team has just been getting it done. Other than that loss to the Clippers, and of course the Jazz, which the Jazz was kind of where the team just kind of let that one go. And then in the Clippers, you just ran to a Hall of Fame player doing Hall of Fame shit.
Yeah,
it's just as simple as that.
You got to get that one back.
But you got back on track with the Lakers, and now you've seen this team as they returned home to keep their foot on the gas because they kind of felt teams creeping up in the East, and they just put that to bed. The New York Knicks were second in the East, and they came in,
kicked them
Detroit,
down,
and they got that ass spanked.
Did Boston
Simple
win?
as that.
Did Boston win against Denver? Because that's a team that's
they
surging right now.
They didn't. The Nuggets beat them. Yeah.
Good. Keep Boston at bay because they are.
The Nuggets beat them without Jokic, by the way.
Yeah. No. Without a lot of people, man. They
yeah.
are. They are
that is right. Yeah.
Before we get out of here, man, I do want to read some super chats. Mishanuga again with the super chat. No better feeling than seeing Donovan lose. Billy Donovan here. Shout out Dante 151 with the 35-month membership. The Washington Wizards are stupid for this trade. Yeah. Obviously, this doesn't affect the powers of the Eastern Conference, but
at all.
But man, Trae Young,
I'm actually curious to see if
I think he just wants to go somewhere with no expectations and just get money.
But I just want to see if the picks involved because they didn't release that, or at least I haven't seen it.
There
has to be some picks involved. But if the Washington Wizards gave up a lot of picks to get Trae Young, I'm actually questioning you're one of the teams, you're especially this draft, I really hope you didn't give up too much.
Yeah.
Because if you give a pick in this draft, this draft class is going to be loaded.
Especially you're Washington, brother. You're bad.
Yeah, you're bad. You're one of the worst teams in the league, not just the East, but you're one of the worst teams in the league.
I feel like we would have saw something. I mean, feel free to check while we're on stream here, but while I'm cleaning up these super chats, but I don't see anything on my end about it. Do we think this from Aaron with the super chat says, do we think it's time to start Stu over Harris? Yeah, it's been that. But
it's just Chris.
The reason they start Harris is because of the rhythm that he brings offensively. They like that. And again, I'm a guy. I don't care who you start with. It's how you close. Perfect example tonight. Ivy, right? Started. Who closed? Dance Jenkins. Dance Jenkins was better than Ivy.
He had it
when
he made as a playmaker. He was making the better plays, and that's the reason why he stayed in the game.
Javonte Green did not start tonight, but he closed. Like it just so.
Chaz Lanier did not start at all, but he closed his game out.
To me, it's just more about the minute counts, I guess, if you want to really kind of focus on anything. But to me, it doesn't come down to who starts. It's to me, it's who closes. But yeah, I think if you just start talking about like best five, yeah, like Stu over Tobias for damn sure. That's no question. That's no question. Were you able to find anything on Trae Young? Because I have not seen anything about
Chat, correct me if I'm wrong, but I haven't seen anything that has to do with any picks being involved in that trade.
That is insane. That is insane. So CBS Sports, I'm looking at it now. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything.
I do not. Oh wait, hold on, wait.
Shams, anybody say something? Because there has to be picks. There's just no way. There's just no way it's not like one first at least. Because if so, that tanks the market. Imagine what are you gonna get for John? What are you gonna get for LaMelo Ball?
I don't know, but it says that they. I don't know. It just says that Atlanta is still in a prime position to move picks and to go get. Anthony Davis, if that's who they want to target. But that's what I see. I don't see anything that says that there was any picks involved in that trade.
That's crazy.
Which
moving Young also provides Atlanta with flexibility financially to make salary over the next couple months with Anthony Davis as a prime in-season trade.
Yeah.
Or getting rid of Trae Young to get Anthony. Did you not just learn this from? Now, obviously, Luka's planet's better than Trae Young, but why would you give up your star and then get older? I don't
not older, but more
more
injury prone.
Well, I don't know. Trae Young misses a lot of games too.
I know, but nobody misses more games than Anthony Davis.
Shout out Day-to-Day Davis. Shout out Day-to-Day Davis.
04 Billups 90 says maybe we could trade some second round picks to Atlanta for Kispert. Let me tell you something. I have been reading that Atlanta was actually dead set on they weren't going to do a trade unless Corey Kispert was involved.
Yeah.
So, therefore, I don't think that they're going to be giving up Corey Kispert at all. If they were saying that that's the guy that had to be included in that deal, or they were not going to do it. That had been something that had been reported probably for the past, I think, like 2 days, where they were aggressively eyeing Corey Kispert. So, I don't think there's a way for them to Pistons to go get Corey Kispert, even if it is for multiple seconds.
Crazy move, man. Crazy move.
It was a salary dump. I mean, it was, but he had he had a contract coming up, and they had a decision to make if they wanted to give him a max contract, and they didn't want to do that.
But brother, get picks or a young guy you really like, and apparently they really like Kispert. And look, I think a lot of people like Kispert.
I think it's more on them just giving the keys to Jalen Johnson.
Yep.
That's what I think it is for Atlanta.
Still, very shocking trade that you couldn't get at least some type of protected pick from Washington or something.
Hopefully there's some type of picks that come out. It was just reported 5 minutes ago. So
yeah, that's true. But Jeff, any parting words before we get out of here? Oh, I ain't say that with the super chat. Chris, you think these days off might throw off the chemistry and hot flow the boys are on? Also, one Piston you want to meet. First off, question. It doesn't throw off chemistry, but absolutely rhythm. I would assume you kind of mean more rhythm.
Yeah.
Yes, it can.
They do need a rest, though.
It can, but yes, they need a rest. The physical style that they play, I'm also not too much worried about rhythm because when you're a team that's not like a 3-point reliant team, then yeah. I've been on teams where, we're shooting the lights out the ball and we want to keep going. You just want to keep playing. And then you take that break and you lose that momentum. You lose that vibe, that rhythm. But when it comes to a team like the Pistons that are just physical and bruising, yeah, no, they don't really care. Like they're just gonna come at the next game and go hard and attack the rim again.
They're still going to practice hard.
Yeah, I don't think there's going to be the same level of concern when it comes to days off with a team like the Pistons and the way they particularly go about their offense.
And you know what, Chris? The Pistons were on a brutal West Coast, away game where they had, what was that, 4 West Coast games?
Yeah.
And they came back and immediately had a game against
Miami.
And that was brutal.
Yeah.
And then you step right into, New York Knicks and
Cleveland.
Yeah, Cleveland.
Then back-to-back New York. Yeah, it was.
So, I mean, they definitely need a break. Obviously, traveling and all that stuff. It's primarily probably why Cade Cunningham was out tonight, was to get that extra rest. So, they do need a little break to recharge. Hopefully heal up any of those nagging tiny injuries that they'll have.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And the last part, I'll ask you it too. One Piston you want to meet? The obvious answer is Cade. But if I'm going with another Piston, I'd really enjoy to meet. Doing this team, I think it would be Tobias, man. I think he'd just be a really cool guy to talk to. I think he'd be really down to earth, really chill, really fun, goofy guy. I think it would be dope to talk to.
Oh, you trying to meet J. Cole's little brother?
Hey, it's funny because they said the exact same things about J. Cole, but that would be my pick. Yeah, that would be my pick. All time it would be Rip. Rip's my favorite.
For me, it's obvious. Yeah, it's Cade Cunningham. I mean,
but do a non-obvious.
Other than Cade,
it's gotta be Ron.
Other than Cade, it would be Ron. Like Ron. It would be Ron.
Yeah. All
right, because you know what, Ron, he seems like he would be like super fun to be around.
Oh, dude, yeah, he would
100% be super fun to be around.
Yeah.
And then all time.
So yeah, I think Tobias Harris would just kick back an old fashioned and chill. That's
all
that's
time.
I'm at right now.
All time, I might have to go. I'm gonna go Ben Wallace. All time.
Dante 151 with the super chat. Apparently, Trae Young was at the Hawks game when the news broke, and Young said bye to his teammates and immediately left the arena. Washington, you're gonna pay this man. That's insane. That's insane. It's weird that I think it's both a bad and a good trade for them at the same time because it was so little value. But the fact is, you're going to have to pay that man a lot of money, and he is going to be Bradley Beal. In 3 years, he's going to be an untradeable contract that no team in the league wants, and you're stuck paying money to this guy who doesn't really do anything.
It's the reason why the Atlanta Hawks didn't want him anymore, because it wasn't because he plays horrible, but it's the injuries, and you're going to give him a max contract under the circumstances that he does get injured quite a bit, and he's not one of your bigger guards that have seemed to be the way to win in the NBA. So more recently, with your Shea, your Cade, your Luka, even Boston. You could see Tatum and Brown as bigger guards. Derek White as a bigger guard. Those are all players that impact the game offensively and defensively. And well, not Luka, but
I get what you're
but
saying.
Trae Young, he doesn't give you anything defensively.
Yeah. So
there it's kind of tough in that aspect of why they didn't want to pay him, that max contract that he's going to end up getting from the Wizards. I would imagine. I would imagine that that's something that obviously, if they traded for him, that they would obviously.
Yeah, they understand.
They're going to end up doing so.
Yeah, he's paying them, and they're going to justify as, look, we didn't give up any picks or nothing, blah blah blah. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Ain't my team. It's the bottom of the East. We ain't worried about that right here, Jeff. We ain't worried about that.
We're top in the East.
We ain't worried about what's going on all the way down there.
One of the best teams in the NBA.
No, there are a whole lot of nothing I see. Just don't be that team. Jeff, you want to get in the boot to get ready to close us out here
real quick?
So I sign us out. Go
Brando
ahead.
says this team right now, Jalen Duren.
Yep.
That's an elite pick. Jalen Duren would probably be, that'd be one of the people you want to hang around with.
Yeah.
And then all time, Vinny Johnson, the microwave.
That would be sweet. That would be sweet.
That would
Shout
be
out to Rando. Shout out to Rando Small. Shout out to Jeff holding it down. Once again, shout out to Kool-Aid. Shout out to Kool-Aid for being out this game. He is with his wife for his birthday, celebrating her birthday. So shout out Mrs. Kool-Aid. Appreciate all the work you do, brother. Your hard work is what got Woodward Sports to this platform, but especially with the Detroit Pistons. Your coverage has been elite, and it's opened doors for people like myself and Jeff. We are grateful. You deserve this day off. Enjoy this day of rest. The Pistons will be back here again. We will be back breaking down, reacting to post games, watch parties, all of that. It's a long season. The Pistons ain't going anywhere. So for Woodward Sports, I'm Chris Platte, a.k.a. Platte Pods, with my guy Jeff, a.k.a. Hefe, in the booth holding it down. We appreciate everybody that contributed. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. Again, please subscribe. If you are not subscribed to the channel, tap in. We are almost at 100K. We're at 99,700. We need that final 300 or less to get us there. Please tap in and subscribe to the Woodward Sports channel. As always, have a great night, y'all. Peace.
Detroit has the best sports fans in the world. That's why they deserve the best sports coverage in the world. We are the Woodward Sports Network.